It's underway. They lit the bomb. Oh, man, it's loose. It's moving. They're doing it. They're getting ready to rumble. Participation report, though. Linebacker Quan Alexander at knee. They're going to wait. Quarterback Jason Barret, his Achilles. They're going to wait. Hey, basically, these guys are already healed up, but you don't want to be pushing things too hard because they need probably a little more time. I understand that some of them are going to be back shortly. You also got Jalen Hurd, the knee. But these guys made their practice debuts today. They just weren't out there long. They kept out full team drills. Everybody participated other than the four stashed on the physically unable to perform list. And one of those was 4 players included. See, I gotta tell you the truth. Dub, my boy Dub, on the all Ronbo team. Yeah. He's gonna be okay. Hey, he was doing individual conditioning on the sideline. He'll be fine. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. The headlines. Hey, whoa. Joe Staley, perennial Hall of Famer, one of the 49ers' greatest offensive linemen of all time, praising Mrs. Garoppolo's baby boy. What did I say? Mrs. Bosa's baby boy. He said good things about Jimmy, too, but Bosa lit up Joe. Hey, Solomon T is showing promise, fam. Solomon T is looking like the real deal. Now, they ain't got no pads on yet, but still. And Jimmy G looking crisp and sharp as a piece of bacon on a Sunday morning. Hey, fam, there was plenty of energy on the practice field this afternoon for the 49ers' first session of training camp 2019. Jimmy G was back and working full-team drills while the new-look defense looked insane. Today's standouts, 49ers, I tell you, D-line made a statement early on during team drills. To begin practice, D-Buck and Solomon T both tearing through the offensive line. But keep in mind, the offensive line is at a slight disadvantage. Well, probably a huge disadvantage because they didn't have no pads on. But this is the way it goes every year. But when you're talking about Solomon T and DeForest Buckner, with D-Buck, ain't a whole lot going to change. I got to see about Solomon T. That Minnesota duo, I'm talking about D-Buck and Solomon T. They were chalking up tackles for loss on running plays. They were tearing down the pocket with violence. Somebody should have called the police. Garoppolo early caused, and this is coming to Jimmy so hard and fast, it caused 2 incompletions on his first 2 attempts. Solomon T looked particularly juiced. ST cut weight, got stronger, is looking motivated for a big year. Now, hopefully putting the struggles from his terrible last season, all those miserable things that happened to him, he may have finally mentally, because it was always going to be mental with him from that point on. He's put that stuff behind him now, for it seems. It looks like he's probably talking to his sister all the time. You know how you lose somebody, you don't lose contact with him, you can see him, you can hear him. She's probably saying, Solomon, I know, but you got to go do your thing. I'm watching. Go get him. So he probably got fired up. These kind of things happen to an individual all the time. Thomas's best work was as a pass rusher inside, but according to Robert Saleh, or should I say Bobby Saleh, the plan is to continue moving Solomon T all over the line. Now, we know where he works best, but let's see if his confidence level and his familiarity with the system and being in the NFL for a while has made it possible for him to be a guy that can move up and down the line. Fam, here's the story. If Solomon T has a year, do you know that will take an already impressive defense to the next level? Can you imagine? All the first-round draft picks are terrorizing. And I was just, it'll get to the point. Hey, an offense don't need to come in. Let the defense stay in the game. and let the other team continue to try to do things until we strip the ball from us. Well, somebody gonna get the ball and run back anyway. Buckner, well, he kicked butt, but his dominance was expected anyway. Coming off his breakout 12-sack 2018 campaign, we knew D-Buck was gonna come in raging this year. Just got married in his contract year. He's got to be impressive this year. Start off the day tearing up the right side of the offensive line where the 49ers are rotating at right guard between Mike Person and Joshua Garnett. D-Buck said, I'm not good. Y'all got to get some help up in here. The interior is somewhat in limbo, though, fam, with center Weston Richburg. He's on the PUP and unable to perform following offseason knee and quad surgery, which forced Person, last year starting right guard, to get some time at center, along with newcomer Ben Garland. Man, that's, you know what, if there's something we need to be concerned about, that could be it. Now, Richburg, they're shooting for the first week of the first game of the season, but Richburg's going to come in there after not getting any training for weeks? I don't think so, fam. All right, it's going to be Garland or Person, which means Joshua Garnett, will you please step up to the plate and swing for the damn fences? Dre Greenlaw appears to be making the most of his first-team practice reps as a linebacker. He's been working at the hey, James, I know what you're saying, and everybody else has been saying, oh, Lord, please, we got to have somebody at the Sam that can get it done. Well, we'll see, because he's competing with veteran Malcolm Smith, of course, who struggled in coverage early going today. As if anybody knew that was going to be a surprise. We knew this competition was coming, though. Greenlaw had at least 2 tackles at or behind the line of scrimmage on run plays and has the speed to cover the ground in coverage. The writing is on the wall for Malcolm Smith. Has got to pick it up, or Dre is going to have that spot. We cannot afford for a weak link. If you got one weak link, opposing coaches are going to know about it. They're going to go for it. So, but DG has benefited from the team's slow approach with Quan Alexander as well. He works his way back from last year's ACL tear. Alexander participated in roughly half the first-team reps early in practice and worked on his conditioning during the second half. Greenlaw, Smith, and Elijah Lee all rotated throughout to make up for Alexander's absence. See, that's where the competition is right there. I know what you're thinking. I ain't gonna say it because just don't be mean now. Jimmy G. About Jimmy G. G was near perfect in individual drills thrown on air according to reports. His passes were timed well and accurate. He's sharp despite not playing in the game last since September. His first 2 reps in full team drills were rough, as I mentioned earlier. They both fell incomplete, with the first being high and wide to Dante Pettis. The second appeared to be busted play due to pressure from the defensive line. I like hearing that because, see, G knows them dudes, and G's got talent to get rid of the ball. Everybody don't. See? So if D's getting sharp on that defensive line, boy, ain't nobody else going to be able to bother him at all. Hey, they forced Garoppolo to throw it away, though, after the G got his act together and completed his next 6 attempts. Unofficially finishing days 6 for 8 during full-time team drills. Jimmy G sitting back talking about, y'all, his best play came in a long crossing route to Jordan Matthews. You know what I'm really worried about? I like Jordan Matthews, but I didn't hear about, I didn't hear Kendrick's name mentioned in this reports. Mort Matthews shot past Spoon. Oh, Spoon's another member of Team Ronbo. Oh, and went for a big game. And then G went to the mindset of, do my dudes know who I am? I'm going to change his name to Walker for the rhyme and say, I'm Jimmy G. Walker, the boss talker, the water walker. When I raise my hand to put this ball in play, get ready to chalk up another touchdown on the day. You see this? I'm G10. I come to win. Oh, the smack talking's going to be outrageous this year. Next shot, G threaded the needle between traffic on a window that must have been no bigger than a gnat's butt. On a 3rd down conversion, Dante Pettis. Wham! Oh! G did not appear to be encumbered by that brace on his left knee all day, nor did he appear skittish in the pocket. He was back to being G. Overall, it looked like a good day for the franchise. Ooh. That's all I wanted to know. Can he move in that pocket? G, you got to move in that pocket. Other key moments included Deebo Samuel showing off some yak. He hauled in a pass over the middle from Nick Mullins, who worked with the second string, and took it for what would have been a long TD up the left sideline. Now, according to report, it was Samuel's most explosive play during the practice, the sessions they were able to watch. Deebo was getting most of his reps with the second team after having missed time during OTAs last month, as you know, with that minor hip injury. And the 49ers have made getting takeaways on defense priority after setting an NFL miserable record for the fewest in a season with just a puny 7. The loudest screaming of everything else, I guess, was expected. The loudest moment on the field came when defensive back Tyree Robinson stripped undrafted rookie tight end Tyree Mayfield. Hey, did it do all the Tyrees? He stripped Tyree Mayfield and recovered the fumble along the far sideline where the entire defense went nuts on celebration. Can you imagine? Oh my God. Hey, can we put that on this season's numbers, man? We got one strip already. Don't count, y'all, man. Get over it, 49ers, and get that stuff ready for the season, man. But about Mrs. Bosa's youngest baby boy, Nick's debut left a positive impression, to say the least. Saleh and Joe Staley talked about Nick all up during and after practice. Saleh said Bosa wins in close quarters. He wants you close to him, as close as possible. And then the ability to flip his hips, get skinny, all in close quarters, while most people need space so they can knock arms down and create angle for themselves. With Nicky B, the closer. How did Saleh say? But the closer. Which boxer was it? Am I hearing comparisons to Mike Tyson? I love this stuff. The closer you got, the more trouble you're in, because he just loved to be in there tight. It's the same thing. He just loved to get in there tight, and he can work his body, hands, has that hand-eye coordination. Oh, all that's pretty good. On the flip side, though, he's going to have to figure out how to win in space as a rookie. There's going to have to be some kind of weakness, right? He says, I guess he got Joe a couple of times today. No, Bobby, he got him 3 times. But Joe's a seasoned vet. He's going to find out very quickly how old linemen adjust in this league tomorrow when Joe stalemates them. See, you know what I like about Bobby Saleh? Anybody that thinks they're a badass, like he did Ruben when Ruben first came in, he lets him know, look, don't get excited about yourself, son. You got a ways to go before you get real good. You keep working hard, though, because we like what we see. But don't get your head too full that you got to get a shoe spoon to get yourself in your own car. Like, hey, he says Joe stalemates him, so I know it's exciting for Bosa, but he's still just a bobblehead running around until we get pads on. He's right about that, because Joe, man, we see what he did Khalil Mack last year. Though Khalil Mack was looking down on him. Staley, after practice, said he was very impressed with Bosa, noting that Nick beat him 3 times during a full-time drill. During the full-time drills, I mean. Bosa worked primarily with the second team and also with the starters on third down plays, which sets a precedent. You know, because if Nicky B is like all that unstoppable, they're gonna, him and D4 are gonna be switching sides. D's gonna be on the left side because he is or be on the Leo side because he is the perennial All-Pro, and of course Nicky is gonna be on the other side, yet to establish himself in the NFL, right? So, he says, Joe goes on to say he showed no lingering effects from his hamstring injury that sidelined him in May and got off to a good start in his first practice. So for those that think that hamstring is going to be a bother, continue to happen, it's not. Get over it. Nick Bosa, he's ready. And the key, as Saleh noted, is being able to do it multiple days because Staley is going to make adjustments to Bosa's moves, and Bosa will have more surface area to block once the shoulder pads are put on. Oh, hey, fam. These are all things you can expect. I'm looking forward to next week anyway. Stop with the pajama groups and let's get some pads and clothes on and get ready. Also, you know what? Because I laughed. Shout out to Robbie Gould, who showed some attitude, and you and I both are guilty of it, about the assumption we made that he wanted to go to Chicago. You saw that presser, right? Somebody asked Robbie, so word was that you were probably pushing for a trade to Chicago. I'd never seen Robbie look so serious. Did I say I wanted to go to Chicago? Everybody. Well, maybe not. I thought Robbie was going to say, next thing I thought Robbie was going to say, well, shut up. Shout out Robbie, man. Hey, fam, honestly, I'm trying to remember. We assumed from what his actions that Robbie wanted to go back to play for the Bears. Robbie, maybe he doesn't give a damn about the Bears. Robbie's house is in the area, is what he was talking about. And now that I'm starting to wonder if he's really serious about his family as much as he said, because he was just trying to push the 49ers, let them know, look, I got my priorities like this family first, y'all are second. All right? You're not going to give me a longer deal, and, oops, then I'm going home. So, whether he's going to play or not, I think that was the case. We got to stop jumping to assumptions, fam. This thing about this fight going on with Trent. See how these things are like burnt into my mind like a tattoo. With John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they're not happening. These dudes, man, I think they're getting sick of hearing about it too. So, the Mac, you didn't see Staley drop Khalil Mack? You better go back and try to watch that game, homie. Not only did Staley throw him down, he stood down and looked over him. If you remember, Khalil Mack got 1 sack in that game. You don't believe it? That's your problem. I'm just telling it like a T.I. is. Actually, McGlinchey did a good job against 2, which is kind of shocking. Anyway, hey, Anthony Gonzalez, what's good, y'all? Went today, had a great time. Go Niners, yeah, oh. Anthony Baker, what's up? Man, you're the man. Thanks, Anthony. Richard Ray Archuleta, hello from Seattle. Go Niners. Jerry Fresh. You see the Jerry Fresh name? Click it, takes it to his channel. Jerry's got some fresh perspective for you on several. He's got all kind of subject matter. His delivery, his intensity, everything's on point. Jerry. Fluffy Ninja says, shout out to the magnificent 49ers Empire. Curtis McLeod. Yo, what's up, Niner Faithful? Camp is officially here. Make some noise! Niners, like 'em cold. Hey, it begins today is the day we reach the next level of the quest to defeat the enemies, save the princes, and get our 6th Super Bowl. Teco, what's good, fam? What's up, Teco? Serge G, what's up? Hey, you know what though? Need to calm down a little bit though. We got next week we put the pads on. Will everybody still look the same? And Deebo says I will, and shoot, pads will help me do more of what I want to do. Because I got to try to protect myself a bit of downfield running through dudes right now. But I got the pads on. Now they got to look out. Hey, let me. Uh-oh. Let me do it here. Let me do it here. Let's ride.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Right, I feel like I'm taking too many drugs or something all of a sudden, man. I'm getting high on the 49ers like crazy, man. I can't. What I read today made my day. I said, you know what? There's a blend of things to be excited about as far as the offense goes. There's a blend as far as the defense goes. They didn't run over the offense. The offense didn't run over the defense. They're right in the middle. That's right where I want them to be. I don't want no embarrassments out there on either side of that ball. Got it.
Yeah. Hey man,
what's your man, Rod? Diagnosis.
It's a good time. It's a good time to be a 49er fan, baby. That's for sure.
Tell you, man. And Rod, I'm gonna stick myself out on a limb here. If this team gels and like you got Juice running around talking about, you know what, this offense is becoming second nature. Rod, if Kyle Shanahan's playbook becomes second nature, Lord help any of the teams we play this year.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
You can't
I'm
see
looking
me.
forward to it. I'm telling you. Not only that, man, but let me start mine off with saying, the Rod wasn't a big Nick Bosa fan going into the draft, but hearing the reports from Kyle and listening to the enthusiasm of Lynch just puts you in the mindset. I mean, I don't want to jump the gun. But man, just can we imagine what if this dude end up being like a young version of Cowboy? Ooh, you feel me?
I'm feeling it, Rod. Good Lord.
Yeah. I just want to see that aggressiveness, man. I mean, bottom line is the expectation is there for the offense. Everybody, I think, expects for the offense to crack out of the shell this season. But that defense, man, that defense, man, we got to bring it, man.
Rod, I didn't expect as much as I'm anticipating. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping they would be good. But as soon as we got D Ford, with Nick Bosa, I said, he's a child. Let's see. But I know he's got skills. Shoot, Nick's out there holding a damn clinic today. That's what I'm talking about, Rod. Where does it go from here, and will it stay that way? And like other camps got all these problems. You read all the notifications. Every other camp in the league's having all kind of problems. Not us.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man. Man, if this dude can mess around and just, scratch the surface and make an impact, even if it ain't nothing but just on third downs, man. That's what I want. That's what I want. I mean, I've been a negative Niner as far as those things have gone the last few years, but I mean the enthusiasm is definitely here right now, man, because I mean this dude look like, man, he ready to play, man. I mean, I just got to keep it real. He looked like he ready to play. So I just hope he ain't fooling me.
He's got to keep up that family reputation. Because like if Joey can come in his first year and get Rookie of the Year, Nick says, man, I got to outdo my brother, y'all. I really do. So, we're going to see because, man, he's got that defensive line. Nick, I don't care how good he is, he's going to have to share. I mean, it's funny because DeForest Buckner said today, I'm just going to promise y'all I'm going to get as many sacks as I can because he knows. Deebo knows. And Solomon Tina lost his mind all of a sudden, too. It's going to get rough down there, man. Them dudes going to be running over each other trying to get at people. And I love the way Saleh says. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I was looking at Ron Jeremy's comment. He exactly right, man. I was looking at Twitter today, and it was talking about, man, he beat Staley 3 times today. I mean, who does that? The day one.
He didn't have, in Joe's defense, he didn't have no pads on. Joe needed to bump him. But they say the boy's hips be flipping. He likes to get up in close where he can just do a number on you. Because, that's why I was talking about. The boy's got technique, Rod. And he'd been learning that since he was 5 and 6 years old. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a ninja warrior. Because the ninjas, they start with their little assassins when they're babies like that. And then when they grow, by the time they get to like 15, those are full-fledged, they're fiendish. I think that's what we got here.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man. I don't know if you would, tell me, have you noticed this? Me, myself, I see enthusiasm for the first time in the head coach when he talks about his players. And prior times, it looked like he was just all business, but right now it looked like he looks like he's really motivated, man. I mean, I'm seeing something out of Kyle Shanahan for the first time as head coach that I haven't seen since he's been in San Francisco. So, I mean, I'm ecstatic about it. I mean, hopefully that enthusiasm will transform to the rest of the team, and we can go back on the winning side of things, man, and take this bitch back like we supposed to.
And every Sunday will be so exciting. Ooh, Rod, we gonna go because I tell you what, we got to get some more. And Rod, can you make it back tomorrow, please?
Absolutely. I'm off again tomorrow, bro. But
Ooh,
one more question before I go, man. What is your prediction as far as the record?
I was hoping Rod, I have went from 10-6, 11-5 to win the division. I'm done with this. Well, we'd be lucky if we get no. We 11-5. I went up from 10-6 to 11-5.
I tell you what, Ronbo, I was 10-6 before myself, but I mean, I'm sorry. I said before I was 9-7, not 10-6. I might have to give a couple games too and say 11-5 myself.
There you go, Rod. Rod, let me holler you on out here, babe. I'm gonna look for you tomorrow.
Please do.
Rod, see you tomorrow, fam.
Be looking for you, baby. Peace out to the Empire. Catch up with y'all.
Yeah. And we get on over to Rev. And they said, this ain't Sunday, though. This ain't Sunday go to meeting. So this is Saturday Bible study. What do we call that? Yeah. Like it's a little bit like Sunday school Bible study. Saturday Bible study.
Oh yeah. The Rev got a treat for y'all tonight. Oh boy. Ronbo.
Yes.
What's going on, my brother?
Oh, I should have never read them reports. I lost my mind reading the reports. I didn't know what to expect. I got more than what I expected.
You got me fired up.
Oh,
you got me fired up.
Yeah.
So let me start this off. Shout out to my family worldwide, red and gold. Rep that beautiful red and gold. 24/7, 365. Shout out to the man Ronbo.
Thanks, fam.
Well, now we got that out the way. Family, the Rev got a treat for you guys tonight. It's not Sunday, but I got a treat for you guys tonight. We're gonna go to the Book of Champions tonight. And by the way, tomorrow is Sunday, so it will be another session tomorrow. But I want to dive into this Book of Champions right now because of all the hype and all the beauty and just being a 49er faithful. I had to go to the Book of Champions. I had to, Ronbo. I had to.
Understood.
So we gonna jump into the Book of Singletary. We're gonna jump to the Book of Singletary. We all know that Coach Singletary said one of the best quotes. I want winners. I want people who want to win. Let that sink in, family. Let it sink in. Because of we heard the report. We read everything and today was a prime example of why Coach said that. All day long, all of us kept hearing about everything that the defense was doing, how Jimmy G was looking. Coach Shanahan said just, wow, you can feel it. Every report that I've seen and I've read from Uncle Sherm to anybody, everybody is saying the exact same thing, that the energy is live in this building. This team is hungry. This team is ready. We are focused on an objective. And that objective, family, is number six. That quest ain't never died on us. That's the thing about it, family. The quest has never died. And we're about to make it happen.
Amen.
So now I'm gonna close that book of Singletary. We're gonna jump into the book of Rice right now. And Jerry Rice said something that and all of us who knows the GOAT, the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game. He said this, family. He said, like I said, repetition and practice and hard work. That's what this team has set in their mind to do
on a daily basis. Repetition, practice, and hard work. Coach Saleh said today that he's going to watch so much film on Nick Bosa that it's going to be unbelievable. Everybody who listens to the show knows that I've been preaching the whole time by saying we're going to be problems on that defensive side of the ball.
Yes, amen.
We're going to be, not only are we going to be problems, but we're going to cause headaches. We're going to cause heartache on that defensive side of the ball. Coach Saleh praised the team of wanting to go for turnovers today. We got a good strip today. He was fired up about that. And all of us, we should feel the same way because it's there. Family, the nucleus of this team is there. I've said it since week 1, Tampa Bay. I feel for you because pain and punishment is coming to Tampa Bay week 1. This team is fired up, focused, ready to go. And as 49er faithful, that we bleed in our hearts, we believe in our minds, and we feel it in our souls. This is what we're going to do come this season. JG10 was out there today. He was shredding the needle. This man is hungry. This man he's channeling his inner Montana, his inner Young, and he wants to win. And guess what? As 49er faithful, we sit here and we are hungry. So I'm gonna leave it at that because tomorrow's Sunday. So I'm not going to get it too much, Ronbo. I'm not going to get too much.
All right.
But we are poised. We are ready. We are focused as 49ers. We are focused as 49ers. The quest ain't never died, family. It's still here. And we're about to make it happen. We're about to make it happen. Robbo, can I just get an amen?
Hey, man.
Can I get a boom shakalaka?
Boom shakalaka boom.
So, family, I ain't going to hold you up, Ronbo. I want to thank you for giving the Rev a platform to speak to the family. Tomorrow, everybody tune in to Ronbo Sports. Red 49 Hits will be on. It's Sunday, Book of Champions Part 2. We're going to get into it real deep. It's that red and gold. We are faithful. That key word is we are 49er faithful. So with that being said, y'all always know how I end this off. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo!
Rev! Rev, looking forward to you tomorrow, fam. Have a great night.
No doubt. Book of Champions, family. Get ready for it. I got one for you. Ronbo, I thank you. I love you. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cool. Red and gold, I'll holler at you.
Here he is. The Honorable Rev. 49er Hits. Hey, let me tell we turn our attention to Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil, that connection sounds pretty strong tonight.
Well, I was at practice today.
Ooh.
So I checked it out.
Yeah. Phil,
and
tell us about it.
Two things I want to talk about.
All right.
Man, Jason Barret looks 100%.
Everybody's saying that. I love hearing it.
He's running. He doesn't look like he's got any issues. The guy's moving freely. I was watching how all the guys move because without pads, you can't really tell much of anything, right?
Yeah, but certain people you want to know if they can move at all. Jason Barret would be one of them.
Yeah.
And tell me about Sherm, too.
Sherm was running smooth, too. He was happy. He was moving around and having a good time. So, yeah.
Well, give me some more. Anything else about Barret, though? Because Barret is...
No, Barret could turn his hips, and he was moving with the wide receivers. He did not look like he was injured at all.
Oh.
So I think we've got ourselves a steal with that guy.
I think we got a Pro Bowl quarterback tandem is what I think. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm serious about that. The other thing that really impressed me, Mitch Wish, when he moved the ball, There's not a field big enough for that guy. He was kicking balls 60, 70 yards in the air. And guys like Trent Taylor, they were having trouble catching it. Coming down like a knuckleball.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun to watch teams try to deal with that. And you got guys like Mostert's going to be down there waiting. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you know I'm right here because I feel bad for you. You catch that ball, I'm going to break your neck. Oh, this is going to be something. Ooh, I can't.
Well, Mostert's going to have to run a long ways with this guy putting.
But the hang time, what was the hang time like, though, Phil?
Like 6 seconds. I was doing, Mississippi counts, but it was well over 6 seconds on the hang time. And he's kicking them like 60 yards in the air.
Mostert could cover 60 yards in 6. Remember, this guy runs a 4.340. He only needs a couple more seconds to get that 60 yards.
Well, he's going to have to do it.
Bam.
So when he booted the first one, I was going, wow. Just a wow factor.
God,
So, yeah, his leg is strong. He's strong. And then the other thing that caught me was from the pressers the day before. A lot of our guys have, which is good. Your kicker has a chip.
Wait. A lot of our guys are what?
Have a chip on their shoulder.
Oh, good. Yes. Good.
When your chip on his shoulder. But even Kyle had a little bit of chippiness in his.
Well, if they ask him one more time about his strained relationship that was reported earlier with him and somebody's going they have to hold him back. He's going to run out grab the guy who asked the question. Listen, I'm sick of answering this question. Why don't you people get it through your head? How many times I got to tell you, Kyle! Oh!
Well, you know what? I think the media is kind of helping the team get this little chip. So, I think they're tired of hearing how bad the Niners are. Mm-hmm. And I think they're going to come down hungry. I think Solomon T has a chip. He wants to take, charge. Mm-hmm. I think Sherm has a chip. Mm-hmm. Barrett's got something to prove. Well, these guys are going to come in real hungry.
And Phil, think about this for a minute. Everybody's talking about D Ford. They're talking about DeForest Buckner. They're talking about Nick Bosa. Even a report said Nick Bosa's ahead of where Solomon Thomas was at this point in his rookie season. Solomon Thomas sitting out hearing all this, reading all this. Okay, you know what? You guys can stop talking about it.
Here's the other thing, though. They threw Solomon Thomas in a position he never played before.
In the first place.
They put him on the outside.
And he's already doing good in the inside. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be, I think, a force on, second and third downs on passing situations on the inside.
And he's good against a run, too. That's the nice thing. Oh, Phil, let me ask you this. No reports on Mrs. Armstead's baby boy today. What did he look like in practice?
You can't really tell with the linemen,
drills.
It's it's just.
Every now and then you can see a guy shoot through the gap.
Oh, they're all running. Mm-hmm. I looked at speed a little bit where you just you're looking more at the receivers against the DBs and that kind of stuff more than
again
and how Mullins looked.
Well, who was Verrett in coverage with that you were most impressed? Did you catch anybody? Did he stay with Dante? Did they make the mistake of putting him on Goodwin, which could have strained his leg?
A few times.
He
covered Trent Taylor a few times.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, is there going to be a competition with him in the slot versus K1? Because the 49ers, if Spoon looks good, they're going to want to keep him on the edge and make sure that Verrett makes sure that nothing, absolutely, nothing goes through the middle of the field. Any slot that thinks he's going to go out there and do damage.
Well, if teams run 4 wide receivers, we got 4 corners that can cover.
Oh, that's right.
So now we got more depth. This is a good thing. This is a good thing.
Who would be your fourth wide? Who would be your fourth coverage guy.
Well, you got Sherman, Barret, Akillo, and Kwan.
And who?
And Kwan.
K1. Oh,
K1.
Yeah, you know what? He could handle coverage. I'm sitting here. Oh, yeah. And in fact, if you're not gonna, you're gonna have to replace him with a defensive back. Otherwise, teams are gonna do that. They're gonna have to do that because they're not gonna be able to go deep. They're not.
Well, that's what Arizona's going to do. I mean, that's his name's off. He throws a bunch of wide receivers out there and does a sprint.
And they're going to watch the film and see who's a weak link. Ooh, and we got K1. What am I talking about? You got K1 to cover the Millers too. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Phil, we're gonna go. I'm getting pressure from production to make sure we don't go overtime. So listen, look for you tomorrow.
All right.
And thanks for that report. Anything else you missed today?
Jimmy looks smooth. Jimmy looks smooth.
Oh, I know. I read those reports. I mean, really good. All right, Phil. We'll see you tomorrow, fam. Yeah.
All right, later.
Thanks, Phil. And NFC West Nemesis, what's up? Thanks for that contribution, fam. And is that a cup of coffee? Got it. I love these old green guys, man. Oh, player of Platinum Will.
Second round overall pick of the 2019 NFL draft beats one of our future Hall of Fame tackles 3 times. Oh, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, bro.
And Joe's one of the best, if not one of the top 2 or 3 in the league. And Nick's out there taking him to school. Okay, you know what, though? In all fairness, it is an advantage offensive lineman when there's no pads on. Let's see if Nick can do that next week.
Right.
It's like Bobby Saleh says, okay, you know what? Joe is a polished vet. He's going to adjust to Nick's game. But here's the thing, Will. If every game we play this year, if somebody's needs time to adjust to Nick, it's too late. Oh, I love it. Oh, I can't wait. Oh.
Man, that front seven gonna be a problem.
Ridiculous.
Man.
Just ridiculous.
Wait. Kool-Aid gonna be sweet every week from that front seven. I'm telling you right now, man, Kool-Aid gonna be so sweet every week. Ooh, man, I can't wait for this to start. Them boys balling, man. They hungry. They're hungry, man. They finally let them out the cage, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ecstatic, man. Man, that front seven. Ooh, I tell you what though. Hey, Malcolm Smith, you better get your job took by Greenlaw. Just letting you know now, so you might as well go ahead and get your closet and go ahead and get your luggage ready, because you're gonna be heading out somewhere. Where I don't know.
You'll go back to Seattle.
Yeah. Great Greenlaw about to get you out the door. And who else I need to get on? Oh yeah, you talking about Keller Witherspoon? Keller Witherspoon, talking about the same man that the 49er defense was balling out all day, but they got beat on a deep pass because your clumsy ass fell down.
If he used to have good coordination and didn't get tangled. Every now and then Keller does get tangled up. I've seen it twice now in this year's practice, one footage, and the Keller got crossed over. This is the point in Keller's career. He ain't going to get crossed over no more. Your foot placement and footwork is something you learn early on as a quarterback. If you make it this level, you pretty much know how to handle your feet. So, okay. We got some good receivers, though.
Keller Witherspoon falling down is just life letting them know that Barret finna get your spot. You know that, right? That's all life telling them, man. Come on, man. Defense balling out all practice, man. They get beat on a deep ball because your ass fell down. Oh. That ain't a good look, man. That ain't a good look. I can understand you fall down in the incomplete pass, but you fell down and Matthews caught that ball. It makes you look bad, man. I'm telling you, bro. Barret, look, keep an eye on Barret and Dre Greenlaw. Just keep an eye on them two guys on defense, man. I don't know how the safety and the free safety. Oh, I'm so thankful, praise God, that they are allowing what's Buddy's name? What's his name? He's gonna play free. They're gonna play in safety.
Tavares?
they're gonna keep him at safety. Yes, thank you. Oh my God, finally y'all got some common sense. Leave that man at the safety position and let him play where he's been learning to play all his life. I'm so glad they're gonna keep that man there. That's what they need to do. So I'm proud of that.
And the thing is, he's probably going to work both, and just in case they run thin on cornerbacks, because he has that ability. But don't put him there unnecessarily. You let him play. Yeah, let him play safety. Because Akello's got to work. You know, there's drills you do that we used to do. You go down the field, cross left, cross right, cross left. You go all the way down the sideline, just switching feet back and forth. Spinning your hips, cross. If Akello goes down on that again, somebody can, Akello, come on, man. You know, you see the dude, you make the switch on misdirection. You got to flip your hips, baby boy. And your hips ain't that tight, Akello, so I don't know what are you doing, man. Come on, don't freak out. You've been doing well up until now. Come on.
Right.
I still got faith in him.
I'm telling you.
He's on
for real,
Team
man.
Ronbo.
Oh yeah, man. Man, I got some concern. I got a concern. That offensive line, man, Richburg, please hurry your ass up. Ben Garland is not a center. They put his ass at center today, and he did so bad they took his ass off midway of practice.
Oh, no.
Richburg, please bring your ass back, man.
How about Person?
Shit, they said Person played bad today too.
Oh, no. So basically we don't have a center right now.
They need to go ahead and put that guy they signed not too long ago, Dylan Day, put his ass in, put him in at center.
Oh, I forgot.
Did that.
Well, Dylan's got to come in. They just signed him, a few days ago? You know, he's got a lot to learn as a center.
Man, he played on a and if he got a ring, he played with the Broncos.
I know, but he didn't play with Kyle. That's an offense that you got to do it right. And the center is about the most important position on Kyle's offensive line. Oh, that is so worrisome.
Ben Garland and Person, they did shit today. So they better figure out something, man. Golly, I know it's the first day of practice, but damn. But I'm gonna get off. I know you got other callers away, man. But I'm so proud of Jimmy G, man. Jimmy G is back to Jimmy G threading that needle, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting that ball complete pass, man. He gonna be all right. I ain't tripping about Jimmy G at all, and I ain't even worried about McKinnon. McKinnon had a little flare up, so I ain't even worried about it. He'll be all right. Like I said, y'all heard the press conference. Kyle Shanahan stated that he promised McKinnon that he was gonna get him into this offense. So McKinnon ain't going nowhere, man. I just hope that that little flare up ain't nothing major. He can come back during training camp and get right. I mean, we can get this on the road, man. But overall, man, 4-0 looking good, man. You know. We like you say, we ain't gonna hype it up all that much. We're gonna wait till the pads come on. That's when you get your true results, when the pads come on. So we'll see how it turns out, man. But shout out to you, Ronbo, man.
Thanks, fam.
Shout out to my TNT fam, my player partner Dre, Trey, Show, Jerry Fresh, Mr. Fresh Perspective, the Rev, Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Rams, fuck Rudy. They lost the Super Bowl. They only scored 3 points, and they still broke.
Well, I look forward to hearing from you tomorrow, fam.
All right, man.
Have a good night. Yes, yeah. And player partner 0.5. We got to put 0.5 as well. 0.5 is Dre, so they both number one. Hey, Dre.
Yo.
Dre.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
I'm Dre. I'm talking about from the first day you're hearing about dudes doing good stuff. I can't wait till this time next week after you get a couple more practices under the belt. I want to hear some more names, too. I heard enough names today to get excited about. I want to hear some more names. Who did good today?
Man.
Who's feeling good about what they're doing?
Ronbo, man, I was excited like a kid, the day before Christmas. I had to wake up and go to work at 6 a.m. this morning, you know what I mean? But simultaneously all day I was checking my phone, and we're not even supposed to have our phone on the floor, but I said, damn that, I had to see what was going on.
Notifications.
Yeah, man, it's supposed to set an example for the guys underneath me, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's I've seen some of the footage, man, and it's good. I'm happy to hear about Solomon Thomas having a fast first step off the line. He looked really good. I think that's a really good sign for us because, man, the guy was a number 3 draft pick. You know what I mean? You don't get drafted third.
And should have been number 2, actually. We traded down.
Yeah, man. So I'm happy to hear that. And man, Ronbo, did we not get a steal in the 5th round with Trey Greenlaw?
It's starting to look like it.
Juice said, man, this dude is physical. And this is a man who has been in Pro Bowl multiple times, and he's a fullback in the NFL, which they don't have much of those anymore. And if you're still a fullback in the NFL and you make you get $20 million contracts, that must mean you're very versatile and you could block and you're physical yourself. So if this veteran, this Pro Bowl veteran is saying that this rookie 5th round draft pick is physical, man, that's good stuff to hear, bro. Those are the two things that I was most excited about, bro, is hearing about those two guys. The only thing is, Ronbo, man, I kept on getting these pop-ups on my phone with the fucking weak-ass Cardinals on YouTube. I don't know why. I ain't subscribed to none of their channels, but these guys are in full pads, Then the Patriots, all of these guys are in full pads. So the only thing I'm kind of thinking is, like, why are we still in shorts and tank tops? You know what I mean? Like, I want to see, because you could beat anybody off the line, when they really can't do much to you. Like, there's no shoulder pad to hang on to. There's no jersey. There's none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's easy to beat a guy off the line, as a receiver and a defensive lineman when you don't have pads on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm excited to see next week when we get the pads on, to see, our guys still going to have that first step. Our offensive linemen going to be able to catch up with them because of that extra weight added, and it's less mobility, and see who stands out, you know what I'm saying, with the pads on, because that's the proof is in the pudding with the pads. Like, I mean, I went through it myself where, when I played sports where guys look damn good, you know what I mean, when they weren't in them pads, and then, you get them pads on and them pants, in that 90, and I was in Vegas in high school, so shit, it's 110, 115 degree weather, and shit, this dude go from a star to looking like a piece of crap, you know what I'm saying, in the toilet bowl.
Fatigue hits you quick.
Yeah.
Hey, was you guys, how many hours did you guys put in one session?
We were doing 6-hour sessions. We was doing 3 hours in the morning, and that was hell week. So for the first 2 weeks, we were doing 3 hours in the morning. Then we would go into the gym and go over plays and watch film for about 2 hours and cool down. And then we'd stretch and come back and do another 3-hour session. So, and then after that, it was just a standard 3-hour practice. But the hell week was really hell week.
You guys should have the best teams in the nation. If you can endure extreme heat and extreme cold, you got to be good.
Yeah. I mean, we played against a few guys. Steven Jackson probably was, the running back for the weak ass Rams, was probably the best guy. I played against in that. You know what I mean? But man, I kind of want to know as to why we're not in full pads. That's the only thing I want to know. Why we're not.
That was probably coach's call. And he probably just said, guys, come on out, warm up, just get loose, and we'll put the pads on Monday. It's only a 2-day gap. I think they're going to work out tomorrow. They're going to put on the pads Monday. So I'm okay with that. Because
but these weeks are going by. These weeks go by fast, Ronbo. You see how fast. Remember, you said we got 40 days, fam, and look where we at now. You know what I mean? So, I'm just, I'm happy. Like I said, Trey Greenlaw. That's fucking awesome to hear his story, his background, the adversity that he faced. Man, that's to me, those are always the best stories to hear, man. You know what I mean?
To do what he's doing.
Oh my God. Yeah, and then Solomon, man, going through all the stuff that he went through, you know what I'm saying, to get out there on that field and say, hey, y'all must have, I understand I had, some bad seasons, but y'all must have forgot, let me get in here and show y'all, me and my worth and what I really could do. So that's what I'm very excited about.
He said, the biggest human interest story on the team is either between him and Solomon Thomas, man. Trey Greenlaw and Solomon Thomas, that's just huge.
Right. And Ronbo, we only got 3 players on PUP. I have to say that. That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful.
Well, yeah,
that's great.
And also, Jimmy's coming. Jimmy and most of them are coming back in a couple of weeks anyway. It's some of the guys are really serious.
Weston to be back. You know what I'm saying? He's just not going to play in any preseason games. But
and
Kyle
good.
said that.
because he's too tender.
Yeah, man. I know we got a lot of people in here, man. My
Man, we
bad.
gonna go.
Not to ramble, man. I'm just, so excited. But shout out to the TNT fam. The player partner Will, Trey, Trash, Bob Money, very fresh. Big Show, man. Big Show, I love you, bro. Because one thing about Big Show is when he says what he says, and no matter how much flack he takes, or no matter what people says, that man stands on his word. You know what I'm saying? That's commendable.
That's what I like to argue with.
I love that. You know what I'm saying? All right, Ronbo, man. I'm out of here, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Be looking forward to it, Dre. Have a good night, fam.
Yes, sir. All right.
Hey, NFC West Nemesis, thank you, family. It's 2019 is here, and we are the real deal. This season is ours to steal. So strap up and strap down, crack a beer, and dance around, because end of season, we shall wear that Super Bowl crown. Tell ya, it's going to be a fun season. And Daniel Garcia says, what's good? Football is back. Let's get it. Niner Empire 831. All 100. Rod Simmons, what he do? What's up, Empire? Rod, we just got to talking to Rod a little while. He'll be back tomorrow. Travel Babble, who I've not talked to in I don't know how long. Yeah, Travel Babble, sitting right back to you, fam. Ron Cummings, nice name, by the way. This defense is going to be top 3. I really don't want to get carried away with the defense, but you see the prowess. Don't let Jason Verrett start and stay on the field. Fam, you don't understand the magnitude of that sentence. Jason Verrett next to Richard Sherman is a dream team. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Ron Cummings, I'm sorry. Van Life 123s. What's up, Ronbo, my dudes? Yeah! And Barack, gotta read that name. Barack O'Liner. Michelle and I love your show. Whose material is this? I bet it's not really somebody. Because I love you. Solomon Thomas is going to shine. I approve this message. Is that Jersey Joe? Yeah, it sounds like his material. Oh, God. Yeah, this really becomes a comedy workshop at times. But, hey, James. I know you're enjoying the fact that somebody is being challenged and seriously challenged in the name of once upon a time the Super Bowl MVP, Mr. Malcolm Smith. I thought about you as soon as I read that.
Yes, sir, buddy. First and foremost, good evening to you, Ronbo, and
Thanks,
to
man.
all the Empire and the Niner fam. And once again, thank God for another day in the land of the living. It's great talking about great 49er expectations, but I will say this much, they're not going to put the pads on, I think, until either tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow.
No, it's Monday.
I think they do.
It's Monday.
It's
Monday.
Monday.
They announced that already. Monday for sure.
Okay.
Kyle's going to let them ease on in.
That's it. Get them conditioned, and as long as they follow their, the protocol and their, time away from the camp and the facility and everything, long as they stay content to, practice in their craft, they'll be ready. And it's good things to hear. I mean, like one of the great things to hear out of the many were simply to hear how Greenlaw is fitting in at Ted Sam linebacker position, because I'm going to tell you, that right there, that's like another strength to that defense. And I'm going to say it like this. People are saying who's going to get the first sack, who's going to cause the first turnover and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you, I think the most vicious part and most violent players on that defense are going to be DeForest Buckner and Arik Armstead right there in that middle, because all those guys that are 6'1", 6-footers, and 6 wonders, they going to have problems trying to throw over those big mammoth creatures that are already 6'8", when they throw their hands up,
7
they're
foot
close
tall.
to maybe 8.5 feet. And then with their jumping, when they throw their hands up in the air, if they're
that's another
6'8"
2 feet.
already,
I know. You're right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then being able to jump
That's
another
another
2.5 to 3 feet straight up vertically. How do you got to really step up on your toes to throw over those big men that
And they
we
got to learn to
have
put their
in
hands
that
up more
on
too.
that nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they can do that now. Everything else was like, it was a solid package of, you got to do extra things because they didn't have the personnel to accommodate that defense. But now, man, listen, a caller had said he thinks that, that Bosa could be as good as Cowboy. I actually thought recently and said, in this type of defense with these players, man, let me tell you something. These guys come on the field, Ronbo, knowing that they're very talented. You name another team that's got 4 first-rounders on their starting D-line, okay? And the thing about it, they're all good first-rounders. And then you add other blue chips to that defense. Like, now I see why some people say, man, Justin Barret has been out. Yeah, he has been out injured. But
That's
the
all
thing
anybody
about
want
it,
to talk about.
John,
That's all they talk about.
John Lynch, every other football coach, as well as me, has seen it as a fan. These guys can stay, corners and safeties can stay banged up for some years. But then there comes a breakout period where they just know how to take care of their body, how to remedy it after games, and be able to get through seasons at a very high level. So if that plays into hand with us in this defense with additions like Jason Barret and then seeing Tavarius Moore to constantly elevate in that free safety position, it's going to be interesting, man. It really is, because that's a lot of talent. That's a lot of talent. And then, when these linebackers, that we got, and then just it's a trio of them now, and Alexander, Greenlaw, and Warner. The bigs just pushing the pocket, and these guys blasting through with running backs trying to get going and can see them but don't really know who they are. And bam, right at the point of impact, running back trying to get through the hole, he gets hit by one of the backers, and now he's turning the ball over.
We've seen that today. We said, because the thing is, Greenlaw's in the backfield making stops because, like we said earlier, you can't double team them big dudes on the front line. They'll kill you. So they're one-on-one, and even our guys. But, McGlinchey says we're going to get better. Our offensive line will get better due to that kind of rush. But, man, linebackers go eat all day behind that line.
And the thing about it, with that same wide 9 scheme, Greenlaw is sitting out there to the left of the opposing quarterback, to whereas that quarterback can't take his eyes off of him regardless, because he's coming off that edge basically free. The tackle or the tight end has got to already block the first edge rusher in front of him. It's going to basically let Greenlaw just have a clean shot to the quarterback.
And Fred and everybody else. That Kowalski. It's going to be crazy. James, as we go ahead and stop here because we started at 7. And glad we got you in there before it got too late.
Man, that's a great thing, man. That's a great thing. And, once again, it's looking good. And I'm also really impressed by Mitch Wisniewski. That hang time on them punts, man, that's going to allow us to be right on top of the opposing kickoff returners. Can take the ball away from them. But anyway, Ronbo, thank you for what you do. Thanks. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening. Be blessed. Thank you.
Thanks, James. Looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow. Have a great night.
Okay, man. By God's will. Be blessed.
And there he goes. And Adrian Gutierrez, I already see him. He's already getting his Bosa jersey. Yeah, because I tell you, man, we're dealing with a complete freak. This is what that family does. I knew he was going to come in smoking. I didn't know he was going to come in with a debut like today. But let's see what he looks like in the pads next week. Oh, Linwood.
What's up, Rob Leasy?
Linwood, just tell wifey that Zeke is not coming to camp until Jerry gives him whatever he's talking about. And without Zeke and half the defensive line in jail, the Cowboys, they can stop hyping them up. They're not going anywhere.
We're not worried about them. The only thing they're going to see the 49ers is Dick Mullins whooping their ass on a preseason game. And after that, they're going to be looking at the next year for the first-round draft pick. So,
and you know what's really funny? Because Zeke is thinking, you know what? They think that Dak needs to be paid, don't they? They're worried about it now. If I don't back his butt up, they'll see who the most important guy is in this backfield. Hey, Linwood, not only the Cowboys, I'm looking throughout the NFL with teams with all these little personal problems. And then there's us. The definition of harmony.
Knock on wood, Robbo. Knock on wood.
You know what? I got to enjoy it now, Linwood. You know why? Because in 2 years, after the 49ers start kicking butt, there will be those selfish moments when we have to worry about this guy. So we're saying, well, I'm not coming to camp until I get my money. Oh, you can't come to camp and then negotiate? I mean, they're going to give you your money. It's really worrisome,
Did we just do that with Robbie Gould?
Kinda, yeah. All right, I forgot about Robbie.
Yeah,
that was worrisome.
Bring us back down to reality.
And how about
our rookies and
I know, well, but the rookies,
they're deserving of it.
That's a routine with the rookies, though. Every first and second round pick has to wait till the last. Even John made a joke about it during his presser. He says, somebody asked him, so why did it take so long to sign Nick and Deebo? Let's have to laugh. I really don't know why this has. I don't know.
I know.
Why.
And then the NFL loves the publicity because bad publicity and this and that, it brings, it brings to the
talk about.
I get it.
That's fine.
You have to have the bad with the good, and even bad images brings a good thing to
attention.
The NFL, and yes, it brings it all in there.
It's all about attention.
Everybody made a $1 billion company out of the Esquire. I was like, for what reason?
And Linwood, there's going to be trash talking when we play the Browns, right? You know what I enjoy? I figure Baker Mayfield is going to be the leader of the trash talk.
Well,
OBJ
I'm going to tell you
will
what,
back
we don't
him
beat Tampa Bay on the first game of the year, it's going to be more trash talking.
Yeah.
And we should be concerned about that team, Rondo. I mean, that's saying.
To a degree. But if they had an offensive line, I would be. I checked it out. Our first two teams are going to have offensive line issues. The team has a good offensive line.
I'm with you.
There may be a question. But if you don't have an offensive line, you're dead meat. And then you got to deal with Jimmy and his boys. That's going to be really bad news for a team. So I figure, man, this is.
I mean, they have a high-scoring offense, and then now they got Bruce Arians in there to make it a little bit better. But you're right. You know what I'm going to get a kick out of watching that game is when we punt the ball. And most are down there. Most are standing beside the returner going to, would you like some tea and crumpets while the ball comes down?
or laying on the grass with a straw in his mouth. I'll just wait here until
this can be so comical.
Until you're ready to go. And then coming down for a few minutes. I go through this in practice every day.
Yep. I'm excited like you, Rombo. Dude, oh, my stars. I'm so excited. Woo. Man. Wow, just all the possibilities and everything that we've seen is like ridiculously. Defense is showing this and that, and people don't get over anxious about, all right, the pass ain't on yet. They're going to come on.
Monday.
Melissa's going to get a little lesson.
I wonder,
I'm mixed on that, though, I'd rather him spank Joe Staley's ass, and I'm like, wow, okay.
Well, because, see, the thing
if he can do that to Joe Staley,
right?
Heaven help the rest of them. Oh, my stars. So, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on that.
And, well, here's the thing. Joe, Mike, all those guys having a deal with our defensive line every day, these guys are going to be like, everybody else is going to seem like a joke.
Yeah, they're going to, yeah.
Oh,
They're going to be so much better. Yeah, one hand feeds the other. And one, it's, oh my stars. People just don't even know. People don't know, Ronbo. People don't know.
And
makes
that's why
sing,
I know.
Doesn't it?
Well, yeah. Because Persons being at center might be okay for most games, but not against the 49ers defense. Nobody's going to look good against that 49ers defense. That's why I'm not real worried about Persons getting beat up and Richard Westberg not being available right now. Because I'll put Weston up against most teams, and he'll be fine. Not against ours.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. And I'm most excited about Jason Verrett.
I know he is.
On that defense side, because we know there are other pieces in there, and our secondary needs some help. But Jason Verrett, wow, dude, wow. Right there, he's healthy, and he's going to be healthy. Jason Verrett, help me forget the sport. So I'm just saying, I know he's one of your guys, but
which one?
Jason Verrett.
Oh, yeah.
Witherspoon. I call him Sport.
Spoon.
Put a fork in him because he's done.
Yeah, Spoon is he's on Team Ronbo,
yeah, put a fork in him because he's done. He's going to be back.
Now, I'm going to put him back in the oven for a little while longer and let him get nice and toasty. Listen, I'm telling you right now.
Malcolm Smith over there, Smith,
he ain't
his
Team
ass
Ronbo.
right now. Take that money out of there right now and invest that shit back in the Trey Boston on the safeties. Yeah.
If Malcolm Smith gets ate up on coverage, he's going to have to park his car.
Yeah, put Greenlaw in there.
Give Greenlaw that parking space and let Malcolm.
If you got a rookie that just leapfrogged all the way up and got first-round snaps, park his ass to the curb and put that money in there and get us another backup and safety.
He might be done.
No, he is done. Yeah. He was done when he signed, and I just don't know why we kept him.
Gave him all them years.
He's just sitting on the bench. He's the highest paid bench warmer in the history of all sports, not just football, all sports. Highest paid bench warmer.
He was supposed to help install the program.
He was given. No, when we went and played Green Bay and Chicago, his job was to give lap dances to keep the players warm. That was his job. All right, hey, go warm some hands. Go warm some hands over there.
They would. I'm gonna look for you tomorrow. They would. Oh man, I tell you, and get ready for a padded Monday. That's gonna be the fun practice.
I know. I can't wait. Because I want to see how it plays out when Bosa
puts on the pads.
Goes against Staley again with the pads and get some tips from the veteran. But I love what Staley's doing.
Yeah. Hype him up. Keep his confidence up there. All right.
Everything.
All right, Linwood.
Yeah. And Solomon, all the people that step on Solomon, see what happens when these pads come on. Let's see. I hope to God that he can keep that injury because I don't want to see us have a true first-round bust from this guy. I think he's going to be there, Ronbo.
Not to worry about it.
I have a lot of faith in him, man.
I do, too. I'm putting him on Team Ronbo.
I have a lot of faith.
All right, Linwood.
Yeah, put him on Team Empire, 49er Empire.
Yeah. Well, I'm mad.
He does likes. Sam. Night, Ronbo. Night, Empire.
Night, Linwood. Oh, God. Yeah, but I just put Solomon team. Arik Armstead's been on the team. All these guys that have struggles, I keep looking for them to bust out all of a sudden. So, yeah, Solomon T. And the Solomon T Club, the train has been saying, Ronbo, man, man, he ain't riding with you now, man, because all of a sudden you go like him now. I was liking him before he makes his complete breakout. He still hasn't put him on Team Ronbo. And Madden can have the Madden team, the All Madden team, the All Ronbo team. You know who was on it. Niner Joe Empire. Niner Empire faithful. Golly long run to the bizzo. Thanks, Phil. Chase DeAndre, faithful, what's good? Chris Smith, get your Bosa's jersey. Get your Bosa's jersey. Discount price only for today until he gets his first sack, and he'll go back up to price. And third eye open. Not third eye blind, but third eye open. Solomon T looking bigger than an MF. Keon Colson said, love my 49ers family all the way from Newark, New Jersey. Curtis McLeod, one important note, no major injuries. I didn't even want to use the word today. I know. That got me pumped, too. No major injuries on day one, unlike the New York Giants. They lost somebody very important today. Somebody else lost an offensive lineman, Trey Flowers. What's the kid's name that went over for the Giants? Oh, man. Ooh, please save us from that. Is it Howson? Is that right? Howson. Hello. Hello again. Hawson? Maybe it's Hawson. Hawson. Hello?
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Hey, am I pronouncing your name right? I got to get that right.
Yeah, no, it's pronounced Hausen.
It is Hausen. Hausen, how you doing, man?
You got the first time.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good. Today I was ecstatic. First thing I did today after, like, I don't know what time it was, but I checked Twitter and Google and just made sure we had no injuries.
We're all scared.
anything at all. Like,
God.
hoping there's no tweak or anything. Or oh my gosh, that was.
Did you see all the other injuries around the league though? I'm looking at AJ Green's got a sprained ankle. Some offensive lineman went down for a team, and he's being replaced by that guy from the Giants who can't. Oh, I mean, and you got Zeke won't come to practice. The notifications were scary. You keep looking down at it. Oh God, are we next? Oh man, nothing. We're fine. We're fine.
And then there's that guy. There's the guy from the Cardinals that D lineman, Robert something. I forget what his last name is, but
Nimgichi?
You saw him. Yeah, him.
What's wrong with
What
him?
happened to him? I forget what happened. I think he was waived or something like that because he was injured and then he got back and was out of shape. But then
they got mad about him.
So,
Well, Nimgichi's been a strange dude since he came into the league. So you know, this is why we draft for character. It's so important, like we didn't even know. Everybody's getting pissed off. Oh, we need to drop this character BS and get some football players in here. Well, see, you do that, and eventually we're going to be crying about this was a bad move. Preemptive strike, you got to think before you make these moves. Think carefully and long. Don't get the wrong people in here. It could ruin the entire locker room. That's why I'm delighted. Everybody in our locker room supports each other. They work hard. They hold each other accountable. This is going to be a great year.
Yeah, I think John Lynch and Shanahan are really they think a lot before they make any moves, like you saw with Antonio Brown and all that. But how they didn't even go near him. I thought that was pretty funny. But
Halson, one question though about that. This is the only question left in my mind though. They were hardcore bent on getting OBJ. OBJ has issues. Mm-hmm. We're watching him play out issues in Cleveland. He doesn't know the playbook, and he's fallen into camp when he got ready. I said, that wouldn't have worked with us. Everybody's in the house. And anybody seen OBJ? No, Coach hadn't been in here. I haven't seen him. Yeah, okay. And then I got to call him on the phone.
I'll be honest with you.
Man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty glad that we didn't get OBJ because we didn't have Nicky B on our team.
Man.
He's I saw that he beat Staley like multiple times today. Man, that was we also wasn't there something about having to give up Buckner for OBJ as well?
That's when they really went too far. So you got to give up Buckner, no Nicky B, and here he comes not showing up for practice. He knows nothing about a complicated playbook like Kyle Shanahan's, but he's on vacation. Why? Because he has that right. You don't take those rights all the time. So, agreed, Hausen. So we're doing well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that what we're building here is something special. I think that we're a young team, but I think we have the potential to be great this year. And all those people saying that, like, we shouldn't be too positive. Well, like as someone who played football before, and my high school, when I was in high school, we won the championship. But I'd say one of the biggest things that was because of that is because we had a championship mindset of the very first practice of summer camp. So I think that's crucial, and same with all of our friends at school and all that. So I think that we're going in the right direction, and the positive vibes shared with you and people like Jerry Fresh and stuff like that.
Hey,
that's very helpful. So Yeah.
And Allison,
But
you
looking
just
at
pointed out
training
something
camp
too
today.
that's very important. Anybody that's ever played this game, if you came in there with an attitude like, "Oh, you got any chance?" Oh, come on! Nobody, you're gonna get your ass kicked on most teams. The guys, everybody's gonna be pissed off for the most part. You got to be positive. You got to be. It's essential.
Even if there's teams that like you think that you could lose to, you always have to go into that game with the mindset is like, I'm going to play my best every down of the game and being positive. I think that's all football.
And ain't nobody getting no reputation on me today. That's where I always thought. Nobody's beating me today. Let's go.
Yep.
You got to think that way.
I think that that's doing well in the Bay Area right now. But Ronbo, I think our defense is looking. Oh, I was watching. I know everyone kind of hates him, but Grant Cohn, he does have some good reports on the practice and stuff like that. He does a lot of like after every practice he does like just like what he saw and like who did good and who did bad. It wasn't so much of his like opinionated things like how much anti-Kyle Shanahan he is and stuff like that. He just kind of showed,
it shows, doesn't it?
He just kind of did like who played well and stuff like that.
And when he does that, he's all right.
From what we saw, and from what we saw and what he said, I think our defense was. I read somebody saying Buckner and Thomas were ripping it up in that interior today.
Oh God, I love it. We're going to say, you know what? I want to hear these same reports, though, similar reports at least next week when they put the pads on, because the offensive linemen are a little bit of a disadvantage against quick, especially when you got quick defenders. So we're going to see, because you got to be able to bump those guys.
Yeah, definitely. And honest, what was it?
No, I was going to say we got to go, but make that point. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was gonna say honestly, for people like Bosa, I'm not scared at all because you can see like his technique and everything, and like the videos in practice, he just looks like he's like a 10-year veteran in the league.
I know. I knew it.
He's
That's why I was
harping
on and on about that before he got drafted. So you know what? I like these guys that are fast, like Josh and all these other guys, but Bosa's technique, it's on point. There's not a lot of guys who can do what he can do. That's why I says
he's a technician. He does everything, and he has a motor, and he just won't stop. That's what I like about him.
Ruthless.
Hopefully he can stay healthy.
How's that? Tell you what, man, you got time. Hope to see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Hit that like button for Ronbo, everyone.
Thanks, Allison. Have a good night, bro.
Right, we'll see you later.
There's Allison. Let's go. Hey, NFC West Nemesis says, biggest concern for me is offensive line depth. I know. My biggest concern about that offensive line? Weston Richburg, I think he might be a little bit of a candy ass. I mean, I'm a little concerned about his toughness. He got beat up. I mean, he got physically beat up. But then again, maybe it's because his leg was hurting. Okay, let's see what he looks like when he comes back. How do you get over that kind of a leg injury? That was really worrisome. All right, anyway. Chuck 49, sup? Damn, it's been a while, Chuck. Ron Cummings, my prediction right now, Niners will be an NFC Championship with the Saints. Niners top 8 offense and top 3 defense, and we will have the best special teams. You think about the Saints for a minute. After coming back from 2 back-to-back letdowns in the playoffs, I wonder if the Saints are really ready to play ball this year. We'll see. ATM Stacks, Greenlaw, putting in work. Some 10 for nut 10. NFC champions. Niners! Jordan Greenlaw Greenlaw is a badass name. And Jerry Fresh, he says, if you're not excited about the season, we're putting you on pup list. He plays it. Oh. I need to make the correction. I called him Jordan Greenlaw? I thought I said Jordan Kelly. At any rate, hey, let's get 007.
Yo, man, what's going on, man? Fucking training camp started here.
I mean, you expect certain things, but to hear about Bosa going buck wild and then putting Nick's, even if they're not wearing pads, to put his name having went buck wild on Joe Staley is kind of frightening, you know? I love it. Let's see what happens when they put on the pads. If we hear 3 times next week, you're going to hear Joe start saying things like, okay, but you know what? Tomorrow's another day. Because Joe ain't going to give it up. I can see Joe versus Nick on a daily basis.
Yeah, man. It's awesome to see Bosa because, you know, the expectations for him are just so big.
Yeah.
For him to come into the first day of training camp and have people say he beat Joe Staley one-on-one clean, that's like, all right, well, it looks like it's as good. He's as good as everyone's been
as
saying
advertised
for months and months and months. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
that's awesome to see that. And then apparently, like everyone on the defensive line today just is out getting it, which is why I brought up a couple weeks ago. I was like, we might trade one of these guys because we might have to cut somebody on the defensive line who's really good, who a team would want to give up maybe a late round pick to get, like a Julian Taylor or something.
Yeah, maybe, because you know what I heard today about Ronnie Blair from Bobby Saleh is the guy asked him about Ronnie Blair, and what did Saleh say? If you want to win, you like Ronnie Blair. I said, well, I guess that wraps it up. If anybody thought Ronnie Blair was going to get traded or cut, Ron Blair's not going anywhere. Or Saleh was trying to promote him so maybe they might get somebody to give up something good. That was an interesting comment, though. But, yeah.
I heard that Julian Taylor, man, was wreaking havoc. I heard that Julian Taylor looks like the nastiest. They said that he right now looks like the nastiest D lineman.
Ooh.
Like he's just hungry. He's hungry. Ooh. He's not like right now. He's not. And that's our 5th string. You know what I mean? The dude, you know, like he's nasty. You never know. And here's the thing about what happened in training camp.
I hope he does have an attitude. Please have an attitude. And Kentavious Street, I didn't hear anything about him, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, I read an article on 49ers web zone, and it was the pros. It was called the good and the bad from day one in training camp. And from my memory, what he said was Bosa was number 1. Number 2, I believe. I'm not sure the exact one. It was Nick Bosa, who I know was on there. Jimmy Garropolo was on there.
Oh, you mean as far as on the day? Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Garropolo was on there. Let's see who else.
Deebo.
A couple other guys, but one of the people who he said he wasn't impressed with was Witherspoon. Witherspoon that he wasn't too impressed with.
I know. Matthews smoked him. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that he wasn't on the up and up today. That he hopes he improves because he's one of the guys that, you know, when they were just working out in shorts, was looking pretty good
before.
But, yeah, but I guess he wasn't physical enough today. But we'll see. We'll give him some more time.
Yeah,
but
you know what? You shouldn't be too physical without. I understand a cornerback not doing too much bumping with no pads on. So maybe, you know, but he was looking good earlier, though. I don't know.
We'll see, because in training camp, that's where the true colors are shown. And if there are people that get traded, it's going to be after training. Oh, here's another winner. This is the guy I wanted to bring up. Arik Armstead was falling today.
See, I read about 2 or 3 different reports. I kept looking for Armstead's name and to see what he did, because this is his time of year. He goes wild, too. What'd you read about Armstead? Share.
So I'm on that article right now where it says the good, and number 1 is the first string defense. So that's all defense as a whole. But number 2, 3, 4, and 5, all defensive linemen, from Nick Bosa to Arik Armstead, Solomon Thomas, and Julian Taylor. Julian Taylor manhandled starting right tackle, manhandled right guard, right tackle Mike Pearson with a bull rush.
Oh,
so Taylor is the most violent defensive lineman on the 49ers, and he's improving.
That's saying something. When the guys on that front line and he gets told or he gets labeled as the most. Oh, that's interesting. Oh man.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm saying, like, look, and then Solomon Thomas is in the backfield. Arik Armstead, Arik Armstead blew up every run that came his direction.
See,
he set the edge beautifully.
See, he's on team. He's on the all Ronbo team. Armstead,
yeah,
I knew it. He's gonna be crazy this year, man. He is going to be crazy.
Yep. And then all year on the not so good, the offense struggled a little bit. Dante Pettis dropped the pass. The backup center says right here had to get switched out. He was struggling so much to fill in.
What's his name?
His name is Ben Garland.
Garland.
Yeah. And this is a player how I feel is done. And a lot of people say he's been done for a long time, but says Joshua Garnett plays first string. Garnett still looks out of football shape.
Oh,
so it's like,
no! He's not ready?
Nope. He says still looks out of shape. And I'm like, come on, the guy's been on the team for years. And he still can't get in shape.
And he had a month. He had a month to get ready. You know, the 49ers will not put up with that. That's what happened to Trent. That's what happened to Trent Brown, you know.
We traded up in the first round to get him.
Oh, man.
And then another guy, every time, you know what? The last two first-round trade-ups, what's the linebacker, Reuben Foster, and this guy did not work out at all. Man.
No more trade-ups. 007, we're out of time. Thanks for that good report, too, man. I loved it. Especially hearing about Arik Armstead. I couldn't find anything about him today, but you did.
Today's the most excited I've been about the Niners in a long time. There's some action fun. Now you're finally hearing things like, this guy's nasty, this guy's falling, the defensive line's amazing, the offensive line's getting better because they have to run against them the whole time. It's like, get you eyes up because you're like, holy shit, we're balling. We're balling right now.
And look for that to improve when they put the pads on. All right, 007. Looking for you tomorrow, man. All right?
It was good talking to you, man. You have a good night.
Thanks, man. Good night.
All right, go night.
And it's Bashar. Bash. One of the Bash brothers. Hey. Shar.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man? Long time no see.
Oh, man, I tell you. I'm looking, you know what? Here's the thing. It's funny about the Bay Area. The Warriors are just killing it. And the Giants were just killing it. Bash, it might be the 49ers' turn. It kind of looks like it. City of Champions, the Bay Area champions, about to happen.
It's good that you mentioned that because I'm a lifelong Warriors fan, and I sat through a lot of bad, watched a little bit of good, and I saw a lot of great as of late. So
Dynasty.
But sometimes it happens like that.
And it may not be through.
And good. I'll make a little connection. Kind of funny. Back in the day, I met. So we got a new announcer, obviously, new broadcaster, Greg Papa. I love it when you come.
Big Papa.
He's been out to bring that heat. We love Ted Robinson. I love what Ted Robinson did. I met him. Super nice guy. Took a picture with him. But way before that, during my Warrior fandom day, I went to a Warriors Fan Fest. This is back when Chris Webber was on the team that rookie year.
Run DMC.
But Greg Papa was there. I walked up to him. I was like, hey, man, I enjoy your work, yada, yada, yada. And he's like, oh, man, cool, man. What's up? He was really nice, really chill. And I had no idea years later that he'd be the announcer for our San Francisco 49ers. And I am hyped, dude. I am hyped.
It's crazy, isn't it? But he still talked about the Raiders today when he was out there, Kiana. It was pretty funny. He's just referencing some situations.
Raiders, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's always good to make fun of the Raiders, you know. Oh, yeah. I'll make another Warriors 49er connection really quick. A lot of people on here, not everybody on here is a Warriors fan, but they are a Bay Area team. Remember that. We're a Bay Area team. So anyways, I mentioned this months ago, but a lot of people may have forgotten, don't remember. But the Warriors and the 49ers, the Warriors at one point had a really bad history of injuries. And what did they do? They hired a medical sports science team. And that was back when Curry was getting his ankle killed, just hurt
game.
all the time. And they're like, why is Curry getting his ankle hurt all the time? It's not because his legs are weak. It's because his core is weak. They had Curry doing deadlifts and all these core exercises. Next thing you know, his ankles are fine. So they look into things like that. The 49ers consulted the Warriors and said, hey, how did you guys get this injury problem? What did you guys do? So, and today there was just an article. It says 49ers say new player performance staff is already making positive impact. So, hey, health is wealth. I'm ready for this Niners season, baby. You looking crispy? We crispy. Jimmy D's out there throwing crisp passes like a box of crispy, crunchy chicken. Let's go, baby.
And it's all about flexibility, too, according to George Kittle, as they got George almost out there doing yoga. I mean, but flexibility is just something most athletes are lazy about. They got to get serious about that. It works. You're loose. You can take impact. You can take falls. Your whole body just changes. Its whole mechanics it's crazy good if you do it right.
Yeah. And just to let you know, before the show started, before I dialed in, I was dozing off. I was pretty tired. Ran some errands. Had a long day. But once I heard you on there doing that Niners scream or whatever, I felt like I drank like 5 Red Bulls. So if you hear me right now, I'm hyped up. I'm pumped up. That's my first day of practice. I'm looking at all the notes. This is the good, the bad, and the good and the bad from Grant Cohn. The dude before me, 007, read some of it off. But in the good column, Deebo Samuel made a touchdown from Nick Mullins. So that's good to hear. Everybody's talking about Solomon. He's definitely on there. Julian Taylor is definitely on there. Arik Armstead. But the not so good really quick. Katavius Street said he lost his balance a few times against Ross Reynolds. Maybe Ross Reynolds might be somebody to look for on that guard from Iowa. Keep her eye out on that dude.
Hey, Ross was like number 1 in the nation as far as run blocking. So we'll see about that.
Yep. So maybe Reynolds has got to keep up with and look at. Said the offense kind of looked bad at one point. Pettis, it's little people are going. When they say Pettis did
you can't drop the ball, Dante.
I know. Oh yeah. I don't know about Dante and his little shorts, though, man. I hate to address the elephant in the room, but I mean, I had everybody hitting me up yesterday. Nighthawk Fan Club, Cheek, Big Show, everybody and their mom's like, "Oh man, what's up with Dante Pettis' shorts?" I'm like, I didn't see it. And I was like, "Oh, there you go. Oh man, really? Come on now."
Dante, he rolls to the beat of his own drum. I mean, he's gonna do things every now and then that are gonna make you question it, because he's different. But his game translates. I don't want to hear about any more drop passes. So if it's in there, Dante, focus, okay? Because sometimes I wonder what guys with his kind of talent are thinking about. Maybe practice is boring him. He could be of that kind of person that this is nothing for him because the guy can play. So, but we're gonna get up some bigger shorts though, because I agree with that. Come on, Dante. We know it's hot, but come on, man, put on some shorts. Run around here with panties on.
Akilla Witherspoon was in the bad column for today. Mike Person and Garnett were both in the bad column. They said Buckner and Julian Taylor and Solomon were kind of working them a little. So what we do, there's a lot of room for improvement. We're excited, but at the end of the day, these guys got to go to work every day, be in their lunch trail, and look to get better day after day. I saw a picture of Deebo Samuel in that number 19 jersey, looking clean.
Tell you, the dude yacked today too. That touchdown you're talking about? Man, we got something there. I can't wait to put some pads. I figure he gets more dangerous with pads on because he'll be a little more brutal. Oh, man. Bash, good to hear from you, fam. You know what? We're going to go and get you right back to bed. And look for you tomorrow to get some time.
I can't sleep now. Shout out to Rico, Sheik, Big Show, everybody, Nighthawk Fan Club, Jay Fresh, TNT, all you guys. Love all you guys. Love all you Niner fans. Love you, Ronbo. We ready to do this, man. We in this space.
We is. Hey, love you back, fam. Hey, stay awake tomorrow, too. You got Sunday. Take a break. All right, Bash. Have a good night.
Let's go, baby.
And hey, Curtis checking. He says, we might have dodged a bullet. Me first. OBJ is still trash talking to Giants on Twitter. Antonio Brown rode to camp in a hot air balloon. See, these guys, Curtis, thanks for the contribution. See, these guys, NFC West nemesis, Curtis, cheers to that. We had a defense to build first. This is why I'm glad our guys are focused on the job at hand. You don't need to, you're riding a practice in a hot air balloon. And the thing is, you're messing with Gruden because he doesn't like this kind of thing either, you know? And talking trash on Twitter. See, this is why when we're yelling and screaming, why don't we ever get in here? Blue chip players in here, man, they're always getting things and they can just get cheap. See? There's more to it than that. Hey, Russo. Russo.
What's up, Ronbo? What's up, Ronbo?
Well, Russo, as you know, being my co-host for my break, it's yours again. And you can go ahead and give your perspective on today's incredible practice. And I shall be back within 35 to 40 seconds.
It's the usual. I know you can't see me right now, but it looks like Justin School over here. I'm doing the worm, getting my my boys all fired up in the chat right now. But what's up, everybody? How we all doing? I know you guys have been waiting on these calls. Rombo just leaves me hanging. I guess I'm his officially his part-time spot filler, but it's all good. Everybody's pretty straightforward in the chat tonight. I like that. Nobody's getting on each other's necks and calling each other out. Got the normal going on, but seems pretty legit. Shout out to everybody. Man, so I know everybody's been watching what's going on. Niners are looking pretty good. I know we're all getting excited. I'm fucking excited. I only curse when I'm excited, so you know I'm excited. But I'll tell you what, Nick Bosa is legit. So everybody get off Nick Bosa's ass. The dude is here. He's putting in the reps. He's putting in the work. We all know what Joe Staley said. You know, it's time. The time is now. And Nick Bosa is here. He ain't holding out like his brother. He's about to do his thing. The defensive rookie of the year. He's got. I mean, I think he has a good shot at getting 10 sacks. I mean, I think to be realistic, I'm not going to go ahead and predict 20, but he seems legit.
Hey, Russo, in fact, I saw you where Robbo said 19-0.
Yeah, you seen that?
That means nonstop. And then we play an extra. We play the game 20 as an exhibition game for some team across England or somewhere.
Rombo has us going 23-0. We're sweeping the preseason and we're going to the Super Bowl. He has us 24. You have us 20. The first ever 24-0 because 3 teams are going to defeat it. We're not going to have the bye, so we're going to have to play in the wild card.
Hey, Russo, we wouldn't be though because the Miami Dolphins, that undefeated season, they didn't even lose a preseason game. Crazy.
That's true, yeah. But the schedule was shorter then, wasn't it? Only 14 games back then.
What year was that? Because
I thought they went like 17-0 or 18-0. It wasn't. I thought it was different.
Yeah, they may have not switched the 16-game schedule yet.
It wasn't 16 games then. I think it was a 14-game season back when they went undefeated.
But
the Patriots were going to set the record. The Patriots already had the record at 18-0, but then they lost.
The Patriots are. I mean, how do you get that far and then now you're going to lose? Oh, that's what I like about that. That's good. You know,
Eli.
But yeah, Eli Manning, he owns the Patriots in Super Bowl competitions. If I'm Tom Brady, I don't. Hopefully, the Giants don't make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, because
I think he's all right.
Yeah, because we're gonna make sure that they don't make it. Even if they get to the playoffs, I like our chances. But hey, Russo, give me some of your observations of today's and some of the things that you think that you can say right now are going to be a hallmark of the 49ers going into like week 7, 8, 9, 10. If you see this, and this, fun stuff like that. Well, Russo, what are you making of what you see so far?
Okay.
Should you calm down or what should we do here?
Well, I mean, I was just talking about Nick Bosa. Everybody's been there's people that were worried about him holding out. That's already done. There's people that look like he's injury prone. Okay, well, the guy's healthy right now. So, I mean, he's had serious injuries. He's not like constantly having these little ankle sprains, and he did pull his hamstring a little earlier. He tweaked it, and there was no reason to use him at that time. You know what I mean? During the OTAs, he's playing now. Let's just let the guy play. Let him get in, figure out what he wants to do. I have no concerns whatsoever about Nick Bosa. I already knew what he was. So
before he came to us.
I just want to,
You know something, though, Russo, you point that out. Well, we just got to talk about Bash. There are things that sports science people can probably look at and say, Nick, we have a feeling your problems, as they have been, are a result of this, and this. And you're lacking in this area and lacking in this area. We're going to add this to your diet as well. You need to get 8 hours of sleep. There's a lot of things you can do to put your body in tune for what you're doing. And I bet you they've worked with Nick. Watch him go the whole season without getting hurt, Russo.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I totally expect him to. But it's like people are like, the knocks on him are like, oh, he's going to hold out. Okay, well, that's already done with. Like the whole thing about him being like a Trump supporter and like all the political views and stuff like that. It's like, that has nothing to do with football. Like, there's so many people across professional sports that are just probably not good people, but they're great athletes, and maybe their shit doesn't leak, and it just doesn't matter. And then there's people who are like great people and they suck at sports, or like whatever the deal is. Like, it's just, like, you gotta treat everything differently.
Yes, you can't get everything.
Yeah, like you're not. You just gotta like just take it for what it is. Like, look at the athlete himself and what does he do, and like, is he a good teammate? Like, is he loyal to you as a fan and to your city? Like, that's all that matters. Like, you don't need to be worrying about people, what they're doing in their spare time. So,
and it's a personal life they're entitled to. Exactly. And we should even leave Dante Pettis alone about his shorts.
I saw that today. Holy shit! It looked like he was playing with a wedgie, but man, he looked really, really good. He was crisp out there.
He is.
So we were
He's a good football player.
The two people. Yeah, so I watched, they weren't really covering anything on the Niners on the NFL Network or anything like that, but I watched all the videos, I watched all the interviews, I probably spent about 4 hours today watching different stuff. And the two people that I noticed in the little bit of time that I saw that were looking the best were Dante Pettis, he looked super, super crisp, and Jason Barret. Jason Barret, I was watching him do like interception drills where you were running and then you had to like do like a little half spin and then catch the ball and jump in midair and land. He looked like, if you didn't know he's been injured before, you'd be like, damn, who's that? Like, only thing is, like, it's hard to erase what you know about someone's past, but man, this guy looks really, really good right now. So,
but we knew we could play.
I'm excited about that.
Just we're worried about like Jimmy. We're about fragility. Can they manage to just endure out there? Can they last? But like you say, we're working with people now, and just like over the babyface assassin over in Golden State, he couldn't stay on the floor 3 games in a row either. And let's see if they can do for him.
You got to give people. I mean, he's still only 27 years old. I mean, I'm 33, so it's like I understand, like you say, like people that are in their 30s, like they're getting old. Like maybe for sports, but like the kid's still only 27.
Yeah.
So
for him,
know.
Should not be counted out. I didn't know he was that young. When they talked about him like he's been around for years and getting hurt constantly. Look at Jimmy Ward. He's been hurt most of the time, and he ain't. Jimmy's about the same age, isn't he? So these guys are not old, but they have been through so much that you wonder.
Yeah. And then and Jordan Matthews looked really, really good today. He was the only guy who didn't drop a ball, not named Dante Pettis, who ran every route perfectly, made Witherspoon fall on his ass. And he scored the touchdown, like the big play where everybody was kind of going nuts.
Yeah.
And like from what I saw, like I watched Jalen Hurd. He like stumbled coming out of a route, and then he tried to recover, and then the ball came up on him quick, and he dropped the pass. And then like I saw Trent Taylor like kind of over jump the snap on a play, and then like I seen like 6 different guys all run a slant route. Everyone was catching with their hands, and then when it came in on Kendrick Bourne, he was catching it into his body. He made the catch, but just like little things that you look for where like.
The coach didn't appreciate it.
Like long term, if you're going to be catching with your body, the ball's going to pop out.
Because there's too many pads.
Ball in front of you. Yeah.
Just
like little things that I noticed, but Matthews and Pettis were the two that looked like the most legit out of everybody.
And next week is going to be, they'll be warmed up, they'll be a little more in sync, hopefully, and we can make more judgments then. Russo, good stuff, fam. Let me see you tomorrow night. As we go into get ready for Monday. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Have a good night.
You too, fam. Yeah. And let's go check in on Leon. Hey, Leon. Oh. Party. Rico. Suave. Rico! Rico's usually like,
Ronbo.
Yeah, Rico. Rico's usually like on
What's
his
up,
way
Ronbo?
from the JOB to his car. And Rico!
I'm off. I'm off today, man.
Oh, that's right, huh? Good. You need a break. Rico, I'm sure you've heard about what happened at camp today. The biggest headline was rookie.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, check this out. Now, they wasn't in pads, so you got to take it with the, But the thing is, Nick took he took him to school today. He had Joe out there grabbing for air 3 times.
Yeah.
What we got here? A little young whippersnapper coming in there taking all pro Joe to school. What?
I was reading that.
But then again, as I say, Joe's going to adjust and get used to each other, which is good because if our defensive line and offensive line have to deal with each other all the time, iron sharpens iron. Both teams are going to be like outstanding by week 4 or 5.
Yeah. I heard, well, first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to you, Ronbo. Thank you for everything you do.
Pleasure, fam. Thanks.
Thank you for always, seriously, thank you for always making my days when I get on this phone. It makes my days. That's first and foremost. Second of all, I want to give a shout out to the TNT, everybody over there, all the 9 empires all over the world. I want to give a shout out to Jersey Joe, my boy. I want to give a shout out to Basher, everybody. And of course, special shout out. I want to give a shout out to Lori. She's the first lady in our Nighthawk fan club group. So big shout out to her.
Good.
Big fan. Much love to everybody. Yeah.
All right.
But I was reading. I heard it said something about gave up the defense, the first string defense gave up 0 points and only allowed one long play. Then, I heard Killer Witherspoon fell. He fell down covering Jordan Matthews. Yeah.
And also Deebo, but it was on the second unit. Deebo got over. Nick Mullins fired up the defense, but that wasn't the first string defense. So yeah, you're right. Actually, defense didn't give up nothing. I mean, but Jimmy G was still out there hitting people though. So it's they did a good job though. When nobody getting in the end zone except for with it. You know what's so funny though, Rico? If I'm Akello's already bothered with the stress of having to deal with Barret. He probably because this is the first bad day he's had. I got a feeling Barret is messing with his mind. So I figure he's gonna get over today and say, man, this dude, man, he looks like he is a Pro Bowler, right? Okay, hey, Spoon, come on, man. You ain't out of it yet. Get your butt. Spoon will come back tomorrow and he'll have a better day. But I think he was intimidated by Barret because he's been looking good up until today. So I still got high hope. I don't suspect he's going to beat Spoon out. I mean, I don't think he's going to beat Barret out. But there's going to be occasions when team run 4 wideouts on us at once. Spoon needs to be on the field. He needs to be polished. He needs to be ready. Because most teams are going to know, Rico, don't be trying to beat the 49ers in no standard setups. You're not going to do it because the pass rush is going to be too much. If I got Barret, I got Sherman, I mean, you already got a problem right there. So,
Oh, yeah, you already got a problem.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, yeah. Another thing, shout out to D Nasty in the group. Hey, I'm sorry to cut you off, but our group right now, after we hang up, after your call, it's lit. It's like super, super fire. It's like lava, bro. We chilling in there. What? We having it. But anyway, defensive end, Arik Armstead, they said he was on fire today.
I don't know why nobody. I can read a cover before somebody said anything about my boy.
They said he blew up every run that came in his direction. He blew it up.
Because they knew I was waiting on it too. Because Eric is on the all Ronbo team. People have been talking about Rico. They won't give him no love. Better trade Arik Armstead. Trade him on draft night. Trade him. I said, man, come on, man. Y'all don't give. Eric did a good job last year, man. Nobody wants to talk about it. Few of us, but not many.
I know he gets love, but he don't get a lot of love.
He don't.
And I'm gonna be real, man. The linebacker, Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a fucking problem, bro. He's gonna be a problem.
Malcolm
he stopped Tevin Coleman for a 5-yard loss.
I read about that.
That's crazy. As soon as Coleman got it, boom, 5-yard loss. Stopped him. He's a beast.
And
He's a
Coleman ain't
linebacker.
slow, Rico.
That's crazy.
Coleman is
That's what I'm
fast.
saying.
And Greenlaw ran him down.
As soon as Greenlaw, as soon as Coleman got the ball, can you imagine? Greenlaw was like, "Hello, sit your ass down."
And then as Dre helps him up off the ground, my name is Dre Greenlaw. Glad to meet you. I read about you. Man, I've been looking at you for years. Tell me probably look at him like, yeah, that's cool, man. Good job.
Deebo Samuel did some things today too.
Yeah.
What a nice pass I heard.
Mm-hmm. From Nick Mullins. So, this team we got.
On Nick Mullins. I like Nick Mullins, man.
Oh, everybody does. I mean, the dude looked good last year. Hey, Rico, you know something else, too? Nick was in on the second team. I didn't hear nothing about CJ. Did you read anything about CJ?
I didn't hear shit.
I know, right? What happened? Where was CJ? Not a word.
If there was a list like today's first training, first play and shit, it would have been like the good list and then the not so good list and not heard of list. He would have been on there.
Yeah, not a word.
He would have been on there, not heard, nothing. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. We might be trading him. I don't know. We'll see.
Rico, you own a team. You own a team, right? And they call you. 49ers call you. Listen, I got a pretty decent quarterback I might want to offer you. Hey, John, is that you? Yeah. Don't ask me if I want C.J. Beathard, man. Oh,
okay. You funny as hell, Ronbo.
See,
he's funny, man.
If John put Nick on the second unit already, that means he's already made up his mind. CJ's got to come out there and just bust ass to even get into this race. I don't know about the guy Spade.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's too much competition. I mean, not to say he's in the NFL, so obviously he made it. He's good, but
True.
He's not good enough to compete with the quarterbacks that we have. Garoppolo and Mullins, he's not good enough to compete with them. I'm telling you. Can you just imagine all three of them are sent back running through drills and just practicing? He's probably just sitting there like, God damn, why am I on the team? Like, why?
I know. Well, but he's such a nice kid. I hope he does well.
Ronbo, come on. Ronbo, come on with that.
I feel bad for CJ because look what he's got to deal with. I got Jimmy Garropolo. I got Nick Mullins. What am I going to do here,
but the way you said, he was like, he's such a nice kid.
He is. He's soft-spoken. He's kind of country.
That's exactly what you said. Forget the spoken. He's soft.
CJ,
ass out of here.
Rico, we got to go because I got to get out of here. But I'm going to be able to hang out a little longer tomorrow. But I'm going to go and.
All right, one more. Hey, Ronbo, real quick, one more shout out to that little young boy, the 12-year-old. Man, I love hearing him.
Braden.
Man, now that's a good kid. Braden. Shout out to Braden if you're listening. Shout out to you, little future Niner Empire super fan.
Hey, Braden. Good stuff, Rico. Good call. All right, fam. See you tomorrow.
Keep it cool, man, because he's only 12 years old, so keep it cool when y'all, you know what I mean? He's listening in, so don't be going crazy, y'all. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know how I do real quick. I'm a little sick and shit. I got stomach virus, but... Man, fuck the other teams. You know how we do Nine Empire in this bitch?
All right,
Ronbo.
Have a good night, Rico. See you tomorrow.
All right.
And we go to 740 West Lafayette. Hello. 740.
Yo, Ronbo, what's up?
What's up, Ronbo? Yes, hello. Who's this?
Me, Braden. What's up, buddy?
Brad, you're incognito tonight. You changed phones or something on us, huh?
Yeah, the phone I was using was my parents' phone, and I'm using my home phone now.
All right. See, Braden makes sure to check in. I love it. Well, Braden, we were just talking about you, as you probably heard.
Oh, yeah.
Braden, today, first day, 49ers getting together out there. Braden, were you impressed? You know about Nick Bosa going out there and running past All-Pro Joe 3 times. We know that Jimmy Garoppolo's looking razor sharp. And Julian Taylor was the most vicious guy out there today as far as being physical. Don't you just love this stuff? It's all coming together. What do you think?
I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
And
some great news.
Yeah. Did you expect Nick Bosa to look this good this early? I mean, we hadn't seen him in all preseason long, so we couldn't know what exactly he was going to look like. It is NFL competition. But did you expect this? You surprised or what?
Yeah, I kind of checked on this. Nick Bosa going out there for training camp, going pretty good, yeah. Pretty amazing.
Well, I tell you what, you've not seen anything yet, Braden. I mean, this is a guy that's been off for like a long many months and probably can't wait to get back and play football again. We got people in there. They're going to make sure, I think, that he does the right thing to stay healthy. So, Braden, and now we ask this question. If Nick, did I ask? I think I asked you this question already. I want to get your answer again just in case. If Nick Bosa stays healthy all year long, can you make a prediction as to how many sacks he's going to get? And keep in mind, he's got a lot of other vicious guys helping him out there. But how many can Nick get just on his own?
Oh, let's see, how many sacks? Well, he could probably get at least 18 to 21 sacks.
See, I just remembered you said that. That's why I had to ask you again. He's serious. Somewhere between 18 and 20 sacks. You know, there's only been a few people to do that, Braden. J.J. Watt. You know what? Wait, is there anybody else? I think J.J.'s the only guy to get. Oh, Aaron Donald last year. So you got Aaron Donald, J.J. Watt. Braden, this is the league elite. So you're putting Nick Bosa in the league elite category in his rookie year.
Yep. Seems about correct.
He's not backing down. I can't get him to come off it. Braden, that's what you do. As a 49er fan, never let anybody get you to come down from your own thinking. Because they're going to be out there, Braden. They're going to be telling things like, we've got to calm down, man. The 49ers haven't done anything yet to prove anything to anybody. You're going to get that conversation. And you're going to get the other people to say things like, we're not ready yet, man. Come on. This team's like another 2 years away from maturing into a real contender. And you guys get carried away. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Braden? You've heard these people before, right? So that's what I'm saying. Don't let them bother you. Stick by your guns. And if you need some help and you're online or something like that, tag me. I'll come in and give you some backup.
Okay.
I love talking. Hey, Braden, are you on social media? Have you got Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, or any of those things?
I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and those.
All right, so you got everything. And Instagram, are we already friended up? Who are you on Instagram?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet.
When's the last time? You know, a lot of people they have Instagram, but they don't use the account. Which one do you usually use it? Are you on usually Facebook or? I understand if you don't listen, Braden. If you don't want to let everybody know your accounts, what you do is go ahead and if you want to friend me up on any social media, I'm Ronbo Sports. Just say, Ronbo, it's me, Braden, and I thought it best not to give everybody my account. If you want to do that, okay? All right. Hey, Braden, I'm gonna run out of time here, so I'm gonna try to get everybody in. I only got a couple more calls. Let's see you tomorrow night, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Braden. Have a good night.
All right, go Niners.
Yes.
Good night, you legend.
Night, Braden. Great.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And I love the way he refuses to come down off his thing. And let's go get Lewis. Lewis!
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Lewis, you know what's up, man. I got my first round draft pick doing insane things. Lewis, nobody runs by Joe. I don't care if both guys are butt naked. Nobody runs by Joe Staley 3 times. See, that's what I'm saying. They weren't wearing pads 3 times. Joe should have got him at least once. He's that good.
Facts, Ronbo. Ronbo, we already knew this, Ronbo. That's why we drafted him. Well, actually, if it was up between him and Quinn Williams, had the same. We had him ranked the same, but because of positional value, because we have Deebo and Armstead and Solomon, that's why we went edge. But I was watching a video of his brother talk about the double swipe move that he follows. Nick does the same thing like Joey does, the double swipe move, the two-hand swipe move. That is like elite, they say. Yeah. With the elite first step, and then the follows double swipe move. Once the tackle tries to put their hands on him, they do this clean, rip right through. So, but yeah, I mean, Ronbo, he knew what it was.
Joe
I'm
knows
excited. Exactly. The teams look good. We're looking good out here, Ronbo. The defense looks good, man. I'm just excited. Now that we have clarification on, what to expect from camp and everything like that, I just want us to keep the same running back tandem. I want all three guys. I want Breida there. I want Coleman there, and I definitely want McKinnon there. I just think that with three fresh backs, Ronbo, I think there's no way in heck we're not going to have one of the best rushing attacks in the league this year. All dudes are fast, quick, athletic. I mean, we're just ready, Ronbo. I'm pumped, Ronbo. Yes. Jimmy's looking good. He's been cleared. He's getting his throws together. He's getting in the game shape, obviously. So we want to keep him. I've seen a report. I don't know if Jimmy or McKinnon. I remember I seen two players are not going to be participating in preseason this year.
Well, Jimmy's not. They're not going to put Jimmy out there. Jimmy I guess he might be out there for the dress rehearsal game, but that's it for him. And Weston Richburg.
I don't know if it was Bosa or McKinnon. Oh, Weston Richburg too. I forgot. I was two key players. I got to go find the article again. I seen it on Bleacher Report, but they said they would not be participating in preseason games at all. So
I didn't know. I didn't know about it at all. Maybe. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that's what I seen. I seen a report. It was 249 players that aren't going to be participating in preseason games. So,
you figure Quan Alexander either most likely is not going to be.
Maybe it is Quan. Maybe it is Quan. Maybe Quan was one of them, and there was another player too that. But I see that. Either way, Ronbo. I mean, I'm Weston Richburg. Okay, makes sense. I mean, I'm really ready to see, what we have on paper. Guys, like I'll be looking for definitely during the preseason though, is definitely I'm going to be very critical of the defensive backs, free safeties and strong safeties. Yeah. I say Tart, if you want to already call him the starter, if he could just stay healthy, he serves, to be sufficient. So I think Tart, will probably already have a strong safety job. If not, maybe Harris. But I'm looking mainly at free safeties to see, Colbert, Reed, Exum, all those guys to try to get a chance to get the snaps to see, what they bring to the table to, look to see who's locking down that free safety spot, moving on. That's pretty much my only thing I'm taking away from preseason, Ronbo. I understand guys are going to be fighting for jobs and stuff, but mainly I'm just looking at that defensive back. I'm going to be just watching pretty much defense. I'll probably, I record all the games, but I'll definitely record a lot of the defensive snaps and just, take a look at to see schematically how guys are looking at the progressions, their reads, their reads, their play recognition, all that stuff to see, okay, this guy's kind of looking like the top guy to start, game 1, week 1 against the Bucks as, our free safety. So, but I'm excited, Ronbo. I mean, I haven't felt this way in a long time. I felt this way last year, but, the tragic injuries. But I'm pumped this year. I feel like we're a lot better, definitely a lot better defensively. So I can't wait for us to see that defense too, Ronbo. So
yeah, it's it. And they're going against each other every day, which is also exciting because, quite frankly, Lewis, that's the best training you can get. That defense against that offensive line is going to make that offensive line even better.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely, Ronbo. Ronbo battling in the trenches. I mean, I remember playing when I used to play in high school, loving cat in the alley. One-on-ones, like, oh man. And I've seen all these drills that high schools do now, like they're doing the thing with the tire, and it's like a tug of war between two guys. Like, I mean, I'm not saying the Niners are doing that, but I'm just saying like it gets real in practice, and I'm happy to see Staley's finally got like some elite level edge rush talent to practice on to get him a little bit better. Even though he's a seasoned vet, and then Staley also giving moves to Bosa as a veteran. Left tackles are what they're doing and teaching him. Same with D Ford, all those guys, man. So I've never been this excited, Ronbo, and I'm telling you, man, Hey, we're going 10-6, 11-5, Ronbo. We here. The time is here. The time is now. And we're ready.
Floor is 10-6. The goal is 11-5. And getting into the playoffs is finally that third goal.
Oh,
Jay, I agree, fam.
Ronbo, we are smashing the ball, smashing the rock. We are doing it all this year, Ronbo. Ain't nobody have a chance. Hear me, Ronbo?
I'm telling you, I
Now or
loud and
never.
clear, Lewis. Loud and clear. Ha!
Exactly.
Lewis, I'm going to get sliding out in a few minutes. So I'm going to look for you tomorrow.
That's Ronbo. Monday Night Football? Oh, you'll be here tomorrow or Monday Night Football?
Tomorrow's Sunday, man. We always got this Sunday sacred. Today I'm in there because I missed yesterday. Waiting for today's first day. Yeah.
Absolutely, Ronbo. I'll definitely see you tomorrow, then I'll be calling in, Ronbo.
Be looking for you, Lewis. Thanks, fam. Have a good
All right,
night.
take it easy. God bless, Ronbo. You too.
Hey, Lewis. And it's Roberto! Roberto's playing music. Roberto, was that you playing the harmonica?
Yeah.
I never know about Roberto, man. The guy's got all kind of talents. We got to hurry get that zoom in fixed up so I can get you
right here, Rumble, look.
Yeah.
Right here, baby.
Oh, we got it. Hey, it's working today. Look at Roberto's got musician skills. Oh,
yeah.
my Lord. Well, Roberto, I'm going to start calling you Dr. Dre #2. No, Dre can't play the keyboards. He might be able to, though. Hey, but Roberto, your 49ers and my 49ers have had their first day of real training camp. And Roberto, you heard about what went on today. Jimmy G looking razor sharp. You got Jordan Matthews who killed my boy Spoon. And then, of course, you know about Nick Bosa. He's out there teaching Joe Staley how to play his position.
Man, Rumble. Hey, Rumble. Hey, Rumble.
Yo.
Hey, I saw that video on Instagram about the D-line man. Man, I saw that D-line man. You know, with the new D-line coach. Not the one yeah, I saw that grill, that D-line grill. Man, you know what I saw in that D-line man? Man, you know what number I'm gonna rank that D-line? I'm gonna say that D-line right there is the number one. It's the number one D-line in the league this season. It's the number one D-line, man. We got the best D-line in all the NFL, man.
Okay, we gotta wait. Okay, because the New Orleans Saints got a tough D-line. Well,
yeah.
Denver's D-line, I think they're still considered pretty good. Jacksonville is still all scary. Who else in the league has got a really, who else has got a tough D-line? Anyway, the Hawks don't have one anymore, and the Rams used to. Ain't nobody scared of no Rams, and ain't nobody scared of no Hawks. So,
No, Hawks ain't got no more D-line.
Buffalo's tough. Hey, I'm glad you brought this up. I'm trying to think of who are the toughest D-lines in NFL.
Man, you know that
Cleveland.
With D-line, I saw the, like I told you, I saw the D-line. Man, that D-line, man, it looks like the hungriest D-line this season, man. It looks like the best D-line. It looks like we got some some dogs in that D-line. I saw Demontre Moore, the one that we released, I think last month, or I don't know, in May, or I don't know.
Hey.
My man, I saw Demontre Moore. He looked big. I saw that boy.
Demontre looked good. I didn't hear anything about Demontre yet. He looked pretty good today, did he?
Woo, yeah. He lined up with I think he lined up with the with number 90. I don't know who number 90 is. I think he was with the I think he was with Baltimore with the Ravens. Like I don't know how many seasons ago, but
this is number 90. Number 90.
Number 9.
Wait, I thought you passed number 90. I saw it at the top of the list there.
Yeah, he lined up number 9.
Oh.
Number 90,
His name is Capron Lewis Moore. It must be UDFA. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him that he lined up with the Muncher Moore. Man, those two right there, man.
Battling.
That looks like some big bad boys, man. I was like, man, they're ready to eat the Murray and fucking Russell Wilson.
Oh, you know what? I'm telling you, I can't wait to play Seattle. They've not seen the 49ers look like this in years. And Kenny, you know what? Kenny, we're not going to be able to zoom in. We're gonna finish up with Roberto because I got to leave. But Kenny, I'm gonna get you in first. Zoom in tomorrow, Kenny. All right?
Yeah, man.
Roberto.
Hey, yeah, man. What's up, Rumble?
No, I got to check out because I got to make a run. But Roberto,
man,
I'm gonna tell you.
I saw that. Yeah, man.
Okay. Anyway, it looks like I do have one more. Okay, Roberto, let me see you tomorrow. All right, and bring that organ with you, that keyboard. I know you can play the keyboard. Roberto's full of surprises.
And you know what, Rumbo? This season coming back. This season, 2019, the Buckner broom is coming back, baby.
You know
My
it.
broom is coming back.
You know
we're
it.
We're ready to all the NFC West. Right,
Roberto, I really got to go because I got about 5 minutes. I got to get out of here. So, hey, Roberto,
yeah, man.
I'm going to see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, number 10 is back, baby.
Yes.
Number 10 is back. Much love to all my family out there in the chat. Shout out to my boy Jerry Fresh. Shout out to my boy J-Run. Everybody out there. And shout out to my boy Big C. You know that boy, Big Cheek. I already know everybody. Peace out, man. See you tomorrow.
Good stuff,
and
Roberto.
Rumble Sports, best in the motherfucking business. Peace out. Good
night. Thanks, Roberto.
The NFC West, we coming back. NFC West, we the West. Wow, boy.
All right, Roberto. Good night. I gotta go, Roberto, because I'm gonna have to cut Tyler short. All right. Good night, Roberto. Tyler.
Ronbo, my man.
Tyler, man. Well, Tyler, today was a dramatic setting. And the people that you'd like to hear did well. Except for Spoon. That's my only painful thing. But how'd you sum up the day?
We need to cut Kello.
I know, I'm concerned about Kello.
Trade him.
But we need him, though, because we don't have it's like he's the most
If we need a player that's that bad,
no, but how about you want Greg
coverages, then we're in trouble.
Tyler, Greg Maben? I mean, I'm looking at the guys, but I'm thinking Kello he's got to get it done. We got to spin him. Because what if a team runs like this four wide receivers out? What are you gonna do? Because you got maybe you can actually put Barret and K1 to patrol that coming out of the slot. Because you're going to line up wide, though. So you definitely got to have a Kello. I put him out on wide because I'm not going to put him in the slot. They'll kill him. And you got Sherman on the other side.
Remember back in 2016 with Tremaine Brock and how he's blowing all those coverages and all that stuff.
That was pretty bad.
You also remember 2017 Dante Johnson blowing all those coverages.
Oh,
well,
something bad.
I'm going to say it. Kello so far has been a glorified Tremaine Brock, a glorified Dante Johnson. Oh, he's a third-round pick. His potential's higher. Well, he hasn't shown it, okay? He let OBJ
but you said it already, right, when you said he's a glorified. He's better than both those guys.
He got beat both times by OBJ. He got beat, and then Eli missed the throw, and then he got beat by the exact same route and gave up a touchdown. Terrible.
Good.
Let my man Barret play.
I think Verrett's he came into the camp, he was all revved up. I think Verrett's like antagonizing or intimidating him. He got beat up today. I don't know why. He's been doing it well up until now.
Maybe our receivers are just so good.
Well, yeah, but don't get falling down. You're getting ankles broken on the.
Well, who broke him?
That was Jordan Matthews.
Jordan Matthews he's got routes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I look for Trent Taylor or somebody like that to do it to him, or Marquise.
I wouldn't.
But
although I did watch Trent do his. There was no DBs, but I watched him running routes and stuff. He's a lot faster than he was.
His back's
He's
not
moving.
His back's not hurting anymore. See, that's what people got to understand. You're going to get
That
a
would
third
be something, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Think about that. You think about that? Because we already got Pettis expecting to break out. You know what Goodwin could be when he's on the field and stuff. And then you get another guy you're not expecting to break out come in there.
Yeah,
Trent
like
Taylor
Solomon Thomas, Tyler. Solomon Thomas looked good today. Let's see if he continues to look good. I think he's going to look better in pads, actually. But if Solomon Thomas
he should
is
be
going to
good in
play,
the middle.
oh, Tyler,
He'll
do
be
you know how
good in the middle.
ridiculous it's going to be for the rest of the league if the 49ers got all their
It'll be
first-round
ridiculous.
picks?
Yeah, it could be ridiculous. Like if Trent Taylor comes in and he plays fantastic, like he did at the end of 2017. Except, obviously, I hope he's getting more separation now. But like when he's catching it, it was windows and stuff. So I think that'd be great if he could break out because they already said that Deebo should be playing the slot. But what if you line up What if you line up? Wes Welker said that he was running with him to get him in shape to play slot.
That was early on. Well, you know what? You can use more than one guy in the slot. If you got a physical defender, you put Deebo in, vice versa.
Imagine this. So, okay, let me count. So we got 5 offensive linemen. We got a tight end, so that's 6. Quarterback, 7. We got 4 wide receivers. So you wouldn't be able to have a running back. Say we go empty. We got 4 wide receivers. Well, no, we take out the tight end. So 4 wide receivers and a running back. You motion the running back out. Where's the ball going? You could have, if Trent Taylor breaks out, you got Trent Taylor, Deebo in the slot positions, the Y and the H.
And go ahead and
add some X and Z.
Add some mystery. Put Jerick McKinnon in the backfield. He can run routes, as can Tevin Coleman. Now you really, as a defensive...
we'd motion McKinnon out.
Oh, man. There's nothing. And you got George Kittle over there, too. There's nothing the defense is going to be able to do at some point if they all absorb Kyle Shanahan's offensive playbook to a level where,
if we get Kittle in a position where he can catch contested, like where he's open a lot, but if he can start catching it when he's getting hit, like early in the season last year, he was dropping the ball while he was getting hit.
Yeah, that touchdown in Minnesota.
Not just that. I mean, he missed a catch. He missed a couple catches at Kansas City that he should have caught. He missed that first pass from Jimmy at Kansas City.
And that first pass from Jimmy in Minnesota, that's what I was thinking about. But hey, Tyler,
and he also missed another pass against Kansas City. It was kind of sloppy footwork that Jimmy got into there, but he did throw a good ball, and that should have been caught.
But remember,
near the sideline. But
he was only in his second year last year, and that's why everything he did last year, Tyler, wrong, is excused, especially when you become the all-time leader. Oh my God!
I don't expect him to drop that anymore. I mean, like, I just want to see if he can do contested catches. We could line him up on the outside and give him a little lob, and then maybe go up and get it.
And get it done. Yeah. Tyler, I really got to go. Let me see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll get you in here earlier too. All right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
Not our empire, not for life. Forever faithful. Jimmy G. I'm glad you're back on the field. Including for training camp. Played pretty good today. Can't let Nick strip sack you though. Stay out of LA. Stay away from the hose. Play pump.
Jimmy's got it sooner or later. We've got to make sure he hears Tyler. All right, Tyler. NFC West nemesis. Hey, 12-4 because we ain't. I like that. 12-4 because we ain't bleeping around no more. Thanks, fam. And NFC West, thanks for those contributions tonight. Thank you so much. All right, hey, fam. I better roll on out of here because I'm way out of time. Don't forget to like, though. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Niner!